Okay, we have hopefully fixed the audio problem. One minor gripe with OBS that I have is if you're recording stuff, it's great because you can record audio on multiple channels. So if you say have a microphone and desktop audio, you can have those be two separate channels to remix them or do any changes to them as two completely separate things. However, when you stream, you only get one audio channel for streaming, so you kind of have to set up all your devices to be balanced the way they need to be on the stream. So, yeah, hopefully it's fixed. I just have my microphone set to the second channel for recording stuff because that just made the video, launching the gap that we're driving to right now, since we're going to try and get our way back up there as fast as I can and see if we can do more shenanigans and find new ways to make the game question its existence. So we'll get over there as quickly as we can since there's no map or, oh! That's a broken spine. Since there's no map or easy fast travel way in this, especially with maps this big, fast travel would sure be nice, but we don't have that, so we'll have to drunk drive our way over there in the Razor, as side-by-side owners do. And we'll get over there eventually at some point and start doing more shenanigans. I think I remember the way to get there. Oh. And we crashed. Nice. Alright, I think they did say that they were somewhere on their Instagram page or something. I think they said that they were. No, it was on Facebook? One of their social media pages, they said something to the tune of they're working on, like, fixing the bugs in the game right now. And since I know a lot of people are still having issues where they can't even progress in their career mode, I luckily am almost at the end of my career mode. I think I've got like 3 or 4 more Supercross races to do. And I'll probably do those later in the stream, and then we'll move on to the farm and see if we unlock any extra new ramps in the farms. I noticed there's a couple things. We have a better dock to launch off of for hydroplaning now, and a couple new ramps. I want to try and get through all of the career today to unlock everything in the farm so that I can go through that on another day. Yeah, this is the right trail, I think. So we can go through the farm on another day and check out all of the different things they're going to add to that. For now, we're cruising back up to the cliff to try and do some more silly things if I can, since I need to go to the right. And we're flipping, and we're flipping, and we're flipping, and we're on the wheels. And I don't know where we're at. Where did we go? Is the trail here? Okay, the trail is here. I also don't like how long it takes way too long to drop free ride markers. I like that better in Reflex, so you can just push a button and it immediately drops a flag there. Whereas now it's like you have to hold the button down for 10 seconds and hope it puts a flag where you want it. Kinda got a feeling we're going the completely wrong direction right now, mostly because we are almost certainly going completely the wrong direction right now. And yes, we are definitely going the wrong direction. We'll see if we can splat. And we're dead. So I need to turn around because we need to go this way. And I think I missed a turn back here is the problem we're having because there is no map, so I don't know where to go. I think there's a turn here where it teed off and I took the wrong way. Yep, there it is. I do know with the amount of verticality in this, it is definitely easier to play in first person a lot of the time than it is to try and do it in third person. The third person camera doesn't follow you up the hills too much. The first person camera though, it'll work fine. Yep, this is the way we need to be going. Alright, we're good. I guess we'll follow this around and see where it ends up, since I think we just went back to the same spots. We'll see. I know the trail's called the Snowshoe Trail, and I was literally just at the spot a couple minutes ago. That's the turn we need to make. Or is it? I actually don't know. This is the way. Thank you for confirming that, Silent Fox. Hi, Kai Sullivan. I probably just ruined the name there. Yes, this is this. Yeah, we gotta go up the hill here. I think we're going the right way. I'm Moto Go-Go. Oh. We're good, we're good. I will say that the side-by-sides in this are kind of... It's definitely the most fun game that's had them in it, since there really isn't anything else quite like that. Did I just blow past it? I didn't just blow past it, I might have just blown past it. I think I just blew past it. Or did I? No, it's back here, so... I have zero idea if this is the way. I'm just reassuring. Oh, this is the right trail. Oh, whatever. We'll just cruise it until something pops up. It's back here somewhere. We've got a couple other ideas now that I experimented with the cliff a little bit, and there's definitely some wonkiness to how the game handles big jumps that I think we can abuse to do some other stuff. If I can figure out how to actually get back up there is the entire problem, since I have no idea how to get back where I was. Yeah, if you're thinking of getting the game, I'm honest, I've probably enjoyed this more than any other MX vs. ATV in recent memory. It's, oh, this might be the hill. I know there's a big hill climb that goes out to it. I remember it taking weight too. And we're being a Razor owner again, putting it on the roof. Don't worry, we can cave the roll cage in and still sell our $20,000 side-by-side for $28,000 after we roll it, because that's how Razors are. Okay, there's the sprocket, so I know we're close. Now I might have actually gone past it. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the jump. Okay, we made it. Time to start doing some things that the game's not gonna like. But as far as the game goes, I've probably been having more fun with this than a lot of the other MX vs. ATV games. Like, I think the ground physics are actually really good. It's the racing I think is really, really good, especially some of the multiplayer battles are a lot of fun. Everything seems to handle well, I guess. The in-air stuff is really weird to get used to. Like, you know, we're not attempting to land this right now. I'll be surprised if I do, but like, the in-air stuff's a little bit wonky, but there are some. What the? What? How did? That's a way better landing than I had before. How the hell did that work? Okay. So, we just landed that again. That's a thing. Was not even... Go send that one to start your systems. Holy shit, I did not realize... How did that... I have got no... Can I do that? What? Are you kidding me? Placing it... Really? Is that the trick here? Do we just have to do whips and launch that way harder than it was before? Is it really that easy? So I know with a couple of jumps like where the house is at, they definitely like soften the ground up so when you hit the ground you don't explode, but maybe that's the case here? We just have to find the secret foam pit, maybe? Looks fine, I think it looks clunky, too arcadey. Yeah, it's... If you're a simulator person, this game's not going to be for you. If you like the other MX vs. ATV games, I think the racing's better, and once you get used to the in-air stuff, I think it's better, but how the hell did I just... Did we really just... Really? Ha! Well, there we go. We just found the secret line. That's apparently all it takes to land that. There's 3 in a row in like 2 minutes. Wow. So, start your system. See, this, I guess the solution is just hit the jump faster and do a huge-ass whip and do this, and then just flip your bike around randomly in the air like that again. There we go. Alright, we'll try one more stupid jump. I was having issues with this before, but now it's just like, okay, maximum send, we'll just do a big trick, and we're just being a helicopter. You just gotta turn your bike into a helicopter, that's obviously the trick. We'll try the 450 next. Yeah, I can't, we've done that, what, 3 or 4 times in the last minute? How is... If we spin enough, we'll generate some downforce and get a good landing. We'll generate lift with the bike by spinning too quickly. The bike's full. Oh, there we go again. Going cliff diving today. Oh boy. Here we go. There's the ultimate free ride line. Beat that. Nobody will ever beat that line. You can't touch that. I'm gonna have to clip this stream up because there's gonna be a lot of I should be recording right now is what I'm learning, so I'm just live streaming this. Oh boy, this is starting the recording now, but we've been streaming for a couple minutes and finding out all kinds of new ways to just destroy the game's physics engine here on Kodiak Valley. There we go again. Just gotta whip the bike around like it's nothing. Do you think the game's worth getting at $40 plus the $24 track pass? I bought it all on sale when the game first came out, and I think it was worth it for that. Track pass, I honestly can't say yet, since so far all you've gotten is the Nationals tracks, but Yeah, it looks like we might be lagging out since my graphics card kind of sucks right now. There we go. All we have to do is spin the bike, generate some lift, and we'll be good. I'll have to stop the recording since I do have a GTX 3060 or an RTX 3060 Ti on the way now. I finally, after watching a Jay's 2 cents video where he explained that apparently it's going to get worse than it is right now, I went ahead and grabbed one of those from EVGA so I can hopefully actually run the game at full settings starting next week. But yeah, I didn't think this was going to be nearly this easy just to show up and start launching big. Come on, do it, do the helicopter. Land the game. Land it, land it. Oh. I am playing on PC right now. I have my rig is an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 with a very, very, very tired and very old GTX 970 because graphics cards were hard to come by and that's all I have. Sometime next week I'll have a 3060 Ti so we can hopefully crank all the settings up and do some more bigger things. We'll try it on the 450. Now that we landed that jump like 10 times on the 250, we'll see if it's just the 250 two-stroke and I think I just have everything maxed out, but I might have the 250 set to soft suspension. We'll do the GTA 5 and just air wheelie it over. Nobody's gonna touch that free line we got the first time riding down the cliffside after we were doing the 12, it's like just all kinds of jumps. Do the helicopter, and land on the cliff. No. Have you heard how it is on next-gen consoles? No. If you're looking for inside information about how the game works, unfortunately you're in the very wrong spot. I am way, way, way too washed up, apparently, to get any inside information or get any special treatment for them. I had to buy my own copy of the games, buy my own everything. I got no special treatment from them. I don't get any inside news. They don't contact me. I'm just doing this for fun as a side thing since I've been thoroughly enjoying this game again, getting back into it. So the trick may have just been to use the 250 unless we're gonna land that. Nope. I think the spinning is slowing you down. Yeah, I noticed in the video I uploaded when you land it backwards, if you hit the brakes in the air, like if you watch this here when I hit the brakes, you see how it, I don't know if it's just the camera moving, or if it actually does, I'll try it in first person and see if that happens like that again. So when you pump the brakes in the air, oh no, it definitely does. Well, I guess I could just watch the speedometer, I guess, and we'll watch the speedometer this time since I wasn't paying attention last time. But if you're going backwards in the air and you hit the brakes, oh, it definitely, you just watch it drop like a rock. Our four-wheeler's still super buggy, we can find out. But yeah, if you're floating through the air backwards and you slam on the brakes, it you have air brakes in this, and that was the trick to landing it in the video I posted. Apparently all you actually need to do is just do a huge-ass whip on a 252 stroke and you're going to be just fine. But no, the buggy thing with the four-wheelers was in reflex. If you did a 360, if you look at some of my other videos in reflex, we just split-screened it by accident. I don't know how to get out of split screen, but you can apparently split screen the game on PC, so that's cool. Start of the game is brutal on the stock bikes and tutorial races. The first tutorial didn't take too long. It's definitely a bit of a struggle at first on the 125, but as long as you start slapping upgrades on the 125 the very second you can clear the jumps on it. Once you get past the 125, it definitely gets a lot more fun since you don't have to struggle bust your way over every single jump. We'll try landing this again. Yep. So the trick is apparently just use a 252 stroke, do a huge-ass whip, and then you'll land it almost every single time. Yep, there we go. Done it again, and we'll see if we can catch a sweet ride down the mountain. Here we go. Going for a ride, believe in the power of fate. Oh, we didn't make it. The whole trick, how big of a combo can I land if we start the helicopter effect? Yeah, the spinning, there's some weird thing that happens with the game's physics if you get spinning and pump the brakes. It's like you just literally turn the bike into a freaking helicopter, apparently. But yeah, we'll do another one and see if I can get a double flip in here somewhere and throw a trick in the middle of it, I guess. Okay. How does the bike ground physics feel? After the update, still a little slick. I can bust into some racing after that. Obviously right now, maybe not the best example of game physics since we're doing crazy things to break them and land jumps that are way bigger than maybe should be able to land, I guess. Watch, we're gonna land that now too. Nope. I'm cutting this stream up for sure. Oh, we got that many jumps in a row. There we go. I think that little thing's the trick. You gotta whip yourself backwards and then pull it around. After the update anyway, the ground physics I think are decent. It's still a little slippery, but it's kind of helpful to be able to slip some if you're trying to square up the corner. Yep, there we go again. Except I got a bad bounce. I'll do a motor race. I think, obviously, if you can hear me laughing, Brandon, I think the game's fun. I am personally enjoying it. It's what I like. What I like to do is they're starting to add more of it. Allegedly, there's going to be more freestyle stuff coming in the future. For how I play the game, I am having a lot of fun right now since it's weird doing these things that I don't know. I enjoyed the racing, the online racing. I really had a blast with, and I thought it was actually good, competitive, and a lot of fun. Maybe better than some of the games I've been in the past. Oh, we almost got another one. The career racing, the AI definitely kind of, you can turn the AI difficulty up all the way and, like, be crashing constantly on the track and just, there we go. You just gotta put your parachute and wings on, and then you can just fly your way all the way across the gap and, do nothing. You just float across the gap when you put your hang glider on and engage helicopter mode, pull the parachute, do your whip, and then hope to God you land on something soft. I wonder if the ground over there is just softer, or if it's specifically the whip. We'll try it with this. We'll just air wheelie this one out. Okay, so it looks like it might be the whip that's causing us to actually land this. We just air wheelie it out, we die. We do a flip and a whip, and then we bring it back to level. It's all good in the hood. There we go with another one. Can I whip the... I want to see how many other things I can abuse that glitch on now and see if all it takes is that little whip to land a crazy jump. Anyway, for those that were asking, I don't like that when you do exhibition, you have to go back to the... You have to do this to get back to the farm to continue your career mode, which I don't personally care for. But overall, I think they've done a good job with the game. I don't like how the mouse on PC sometimes flicks up on the screen and stays there. As you can see, we're very, very close to being done with the career mode. So we'll bust out a few races really quick. I don't think I bought the track pass. No, I got the track pass, never mind. I didn't buy the Icon bundle, because I know the Icon bundle with all of the DLC got really expensive for it. I just have the... Oh, sweet, we're using the 250 and the 450 class today. I honestly think the 252 truck's the way to go in this, since it feels like it's faster. I guess we'll see if it is faster, if I can win the race here. Like, the racing is definitely very different. It's more... I guess it's more like alive than Reflex or anything, so the Supercross tracks are definitely, like, scaled down to more of what's realistic, and you definitely, at least in all the Supercross tracks I've played, there isn't one that's just like, okay, this is wide open throttle the whole time, blast off jumps at 90 miles an hour. Like there was a few in Reflex where there were huge leaps in and out of enormous stadiums where you just hold the throttle down matted the whole time. That's not in any of the Supercross tracks here. They're definitely a little bit more realistically scaled. And like, the only thing that does feel weird is it feels like depending on where the jumps are at, I don't know if it's true or not, but it feels like they might put random speed boosts, jump boosts, or soften up the ground so you can land stuff depending on what you're actually doing with the game. It's almost feels like Mario Kart speed boosts are in some corners, but not others. Here, first person is good. Yes, it is. The thing I like about it is you can look up, you can look down, you can change the FOV, you can look up and you can look down, so you can get the camera adjusted easily to put it where you're happy with it, and it's by far the most usable first-person camera they've ever had in the MX vs. ATV game. there's a heel clicker over the triple jump. Like, the game takes a lot of getting used to, but once you get used to it, I am actually thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's definitely a really big improvement overall out. And it seems like they're actively working to patch the bugs, and they're getting more involved with the community and listening to people this time around. So I think there's a lot of potential here, and I think it's only going to get better as time goes on. I hope they support the modding community and actually provide some modding tools at some point soon, since that would be the biggest thing I think they could do correctly. And other than like them putting out some support for Supercross Encore after the game was very thoroughly dead, I don't think they've actually attempted to support mods while the game's popular yet. If they did it with this and they supported custom tracks for this, I think they would, a whole lot more people would be playing it, but we'll see how it goes. Final lap. And how far ahead are we? Okay, we're only a second ahead this time. Yeah, the first-person camera in this I think is really good. Or Ronald McDonald, 252 stroke. The AMA Nationals, I've only run 2 or 3 of them at this point. I think they're really good. I can pop over to one of those next. There's like 1 or 2 very arcadey ones on that Colorado map we were just on doing some ridiculous flips over it. The rest of the Nationals tracks are a lot more, I guess, realistically set up. Where I would say they're definitely worth it, or not worth it, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot better than Nationals tracks have been in the past. I know Reflex had a couple of really good ones, but overall, at least in the multiplayer racing I'd done a while ago, I think the Nationals tracks are really competitive and they make for good racing. And there's more to it now where you need to, like, if you make a mistake, the game really, really punishes you for it in this one, where you crash going up a hill or you crash in the loops, you lose a lot of time. So it does really, I guess maybe it's better for me because if somebody else crashes in the front, it gives me a chance to catch them because it punishes crashing so heavily. Run one more Supercross race and then we can pop back over to something else now that we've landed more than I thought I would ever land off that huge jump at the start. I think they do Arden and Nos. I am not the best one to be answering that question since I am honestly horrible. I'm very, very bad at the racing part of these games. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm not so good at the racing part of this. I obviously spent more of my time messing around with Freeride as we saw landing some ridiculous jumps. But they feel like they do grab you over at some point that you can kind of hook them. After that, the entire track eventually, like we'll see at the end of this 3-lap race with 16 players on it, the track kind of starts to get blown out and everything just gets very rough and slower. So like, I think at some point in one of the Supercross races, you eventually just can't clear the jumps anymore because they get too rough. Yeah, I think Start Your Systems or maybe some other people have better videos that, like Silent Fox said, that where they've done more scientific looks at how the eroding works. And you definitely feel it, and eventually the track gets blown out so much you can't actually ride it that well. Yeah, I'll pop onto a national. I'll go online for a nationals race after I finish screwing this one up. It's okay, we're fine. We're not off the track. We're on track. I do think if you're trying to speedrun some lap time, they've got it with some of the off tracks I've had playing through the career mode at this point. I feel like the fastest way around some of these tracks is you're gonna have to. If you really want to cheese it in online racing, figure out where you're allowed to cut the track and cut the track every time you do a lap. Okay. Clutch boost, carry me home! Smack. The dragon's back, yep. And almost done. See, if I can hit some of the rhythm lines, I think anybody can. It's just going to take there's a very, very steep learning curve with this game that maybe wasn't there in the past, so it's... I think it's a lot of fun. It's one of the better games they've made. It's just going to take time to get used to if you're going to play it. So once they patched it, it's good, in my opinion. It's just, you gotta put some amount of time in to learn it, since if you come in expecting it to be like Reflex, you're gonna have a bad time. It's a lot more difficult than that. As I completely blow up that rut because I can't hook it to save my life. Because I am bad. Oh, I was trying to... I got an idea. Come on, get up on the seat. Let's finish the race off standing. See if we can hit the whoop standing. There we go. Oh. Not even getting wrecked for this. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can... We're gonna have to double the triple jump and then scrub out a bit. And not quite make it to preload it. So, like, as the tracks get eroded, like, the first few laps of it, you can get away without preloading anything once you get the upgraded bikes. After that, you definitely need to start preloading stuff since the track gets blown out enough where you can't really clear the jumps just by running it eventually. I have honestly never played MXGP 2021, maybe 2018. The last time I played MXGP was the last time I posted a video on it, a long time ago. I never really got into the MXGP games because they just weren't... They didn't really appeal to me, so I never really played any of the Milestone games because I just couldn't really get into them. But I'm having a lot of fun with Legends, if that's an answer to your question. Alright, we will go to a... Oh, we have to talk to the crew now, apparently. We'll see what this guy says.
Okay, hear me out. I had a dream last night. What if we attached rockets to your bike, huh? No? But I can promise they won't explode. I'm 90%...
I mean... I guess rockets might be fine. Do I have a... trying to figure out if I have anything that I actually need to accomplish for a Nationals race. That's all Supercross, 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 Supercross. Oh, I know what you can do for a race. We'll have to scroll backwards in the career a bit since there's a really crazy race we can do somewhere over here. Oh, there it is. This should be a good race that'll answer your questions. Sort of a national, and it's sort of a conglomeration of other stuff that's, I would say, is an interesting race, to say the least. Still running the 252 stroke because that's the way to do it. Our Ronald McDonald Edition motorcycle, sponsored by nobody. This is at the farm, which is the free ride compound in the game. As you play through the career, more stuff opens up, and then there's a couple special events that have some crap like this in it. That is, normally, I don't think this is any of this is there, but there is this little, it's a weird mix of trails and nationals racing. Oh, we went off track. And we're gonna get caught up in a mess of crap right now. Alright. If the Trails Racing mode was more of stuff like this, I think it would be a lot more interesting and roll track. And this is what I mean by this is going to get a little bit hairy with bikes everywhere. We'll try and hit the log jump. Didn't like the log jump, since these logs do seem a little bit glitchy when they decide they're willing to let you over. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be really careful in that log section, or just crash and reset yourself and skip the whole section, apparently, because that's also a valid strategy for this race. Try and get back into a third-person camera. That bit up there I kind of have to play in first person so I can see where I'm going. Yeah, this is a very, very different race than... I'm almost done with the career at this point, and this race is very different than literally everything else in the career mode. Stay on the track, stay on the track. It was a really cool one that caught me off guard and surprised me when I did that. That little trail section up there I kind of liked. I wish more of the trail races were stuff like that. Catch a wall ride off the rock there. I wish there was more of that in the game, but there's not. This one's a tough one, so you really gotta, like, not jump it as high as I just did. And I resist the urge to overjump it because it looks like a fun jump to hit. But yeah, this is, I guess, one of the slightly crazier races. This is answering your question about, answering your question about what Nationals is like. We can picture the jump sections of this. It's kind of that, but there is some of the races have some tighter, interesting elements like we have back there that are about to come back around. Some don't. I'm curious to see what the end race of career mode is going to be, since there's this one and there's one more of these coming up at the end once I finish the last couple Supercross races. Oh, that jump always surprises me. Like your bike color patterns, it was set to resemble the Ronald McDonald House. We've got some nice yellow walls with red tires because, you know, as you do, red tires, because, you know, that's a thing people do nowadays, apparently. Oh, we got wrecked by the log. Oh no, no, we're stuck on the log, Over the log, there we go. Try and jump through the logs coming down and not get clipped by that log, and hard on the brakes because that is a wall. It is there to trick you. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that in these corners where there's multiple lines like that, so there's a lot more opportunity to pass in this game than maybe there has been in previous games. I think that makes the racing a lot better. I think this game's really good, and if you've liked past MX vs. ATV games, I think you'll like this. Got caught off guard by that again. If you had any fun with All Out, I would strongly suggest you pick this up. What it feels like to me is a very much improved version of All Out, is how I would describe it. Right, we're coming up to the trail section again. We'll try and run through it in third person this time, and it's most likely going to be a struggle, since there's way too much tight stuff going on here. We'll see if we can watch some of the AI come up this hill here. We're still 5. I feel like I'm more than 5 seconds. Oh, there they are. Alright, we'll try and actually hit the log jump this time if I can. There we go, we cheesed our way around those logs. Add Ronnie Met into the game. Yeah. That'd be fun if they just didn't say anything about it, but had him show up as a rider next to you on the gate. Yeah, some of those logs just kick you off. I don't know why it seems a little buggy, but I think there's much... From what I understand on these consoles, there are much bigger issues in the game than that right now, so I'm not gonna... Oh! There's a bounce. We got the trampoline bike unlocked. Let's get back into the swing of the actual course here. If anybody else has something you want to see after this, let me know. If I hear nothing, I might go mess around with a couple jumps at the farm, and then might head back to the cliff on the Colorado track, since I wasn't not quite done messing around with that cliff yet. There's still a couple things I want to try over there and see if we can land some much bigger jumps. We'll remember to pump the brakes for this, and it's going to probably kill me for cutting the track. Oh, could let me cut the track that time. Alright then. Fender changing would be really cool. I think they said there's a whole lot of customization stuff that's going to be coming in the future, but they're working on improving the physics and doing gameplay tweaks right now. Which I guess is the right way to do it. What I would question is why didn't we have the customization in there from the start? And I don't wonder why the customization wasn't there from the start, and then they have all of their time to dedicate to making changes to improve the gameplay, I guess. But Could just be that they're the smaller studio that's shorthanded right now and they didn't have anybody to actually work on the game. And if that's the case, I do think they're taking the right approach of listening to feedback from people playing the game and trying to improve it before they do everything else. Did I see online racing? Yes, I will hop into that after we close out this last lap here. Or I guess I could just do that right now since there's not really a point to finishing this because I already have the career done, so we'll go do online. Okay. Race online. Let's do a quick match and see what it finds. There might not be enough people to actually pick a thing. I don't know what their player count's like on this. I think I paid less than $65 with it. Oh yeah, is that... who's in on this lobby right now? I don't think I can even see who's in the game right now. This is not what Detroit Supercross is like, though. So, oh, Earth, Moto, Go-Go, and Yellow S2K, apparently. All in one game now. We'll do some online racing, since I think this online's usually competitive. $65, I would say... my suggestion would be to buy... If nothing is on sale right now, I would say buy the base game. Play it. Buy it on Steam if you can. Play it. You have 2 hours to play it on Steam. If you play buy the base game, you get an hour in, you decide you don't like it, you can always refund it. If you buy the base game and you end up liking it a lot, then great, go ahead, buy the track pass if you see yourself spending a lot of time with it. If you buy the base game and you don't like it, then don't buy the... I don't see a reason to buy all of it at once if you don't know if you're going to enjoy it. And got no idea what's going on with this right now. We appear to not be actually... It seems like we're not actually getting into a race. So I'm now just confused by what's going on with the game. The online doesn't always seem like it wants to function in this. We shall see. Yeah, I think there's enough tracks to keep you entertained for quite a while in the base game. There's a lot of content in the game here. We will... Okay, so we're in a lobby, we have 1:50 seconds. We will hop over to the 450. So I don't think it's going to let us... Yeah, we can't... If we try to take a four-wheeler, it throws us back on the 125, which is not what we're going to want if we're trying to be competitive. Is that the 450? No, that's a 250 FF. Where's the 450? Alright, there we go. Our Skittles Edition 450 will be good to go. I don't know where we're racing at right now. Let's see if I can... Yeah, if you're stuck on week 27, I'm happy, I'm really lucky I didn't get stuck in the story mode, since that would drive me a little bit crazy, since you need to play through that to unlock the stuff on the farm compound that actually makes the farm compound fun to play on, in my opinion. So I would be very frustrated if I wasn't able to progress enough to unlock the stuff that makes the game fun, I guess. There are definitely more than... well... Maybe there's 10 national tracks or 10 supercross tracks, but there's... If you're going just off a base count of tracks, there's definitely more than 10 in the game. I know it seems like there's only a couple of freeride locations, and then in those freeride locations there's a handful of nationals tracks packed into them and trail races in them, but there's definitely more than 10 tracks going off the field. Yeah, you can change your bike before the race starts. You didn't know that? Yeah, you can change your vehicle every time a race ends, so you're not pigeonholed into using only one thing. What are my PC specs? Right now I'm on an AMD Ryzen 5 3600. with a very, very tired, very, very old GTX 970. I have a 3060 Ti hopefully coming in the mail next week, since it seems like now's the best time to buy a graphics card before things get crazy with the next launch. So running on that for now, 3060 Ti next week, and we can hopefully crank the graphics back up. Yeah, these are Juma for your reference, I guess. This is playing on the lowest settings in the game, since my graphics card gets bogged down very, very hard. If I try and run this on anything other than low while I'm recording or streaming, my 970 bogs down. But playing on a 970, it does still run very smoothly. It's a long. I did notice the gate drops are very, very long in multiplayer. I'm gonna blow our motor up waiting for the gate to drop. Oh boy, can I hold him off and get the whole shot? No, I can't. I just phased through yellow S2K, so that's, I guess, neat. Oh boy, hell is freezing over. I am in front. This is not supposed to be happening right now. I am going to blow this. I should not be in the lead. This is not meant to be. This never happens. Something is very wrong. We're on an alternate timeline. The Hadron Collider has screwed everything up. What is... I don't know. Oh, thank you for the double jump, Yellow. I appreciate that. You just saved me. Oh, we're gonna crash. So that's what I mean. We go down on something like that, yet I can launch the giant cliff jump earlier in the video, no problem, but I go down on a small jump like that. It's... The way landings are handled in this game seems like it's really, really, really inconsistent at best. But I do think the online racing in this is some of the best that's ever been. Catch the downside. Oh. Doing a backside board slide across the tough blocks, apparently. Now I'm, that's what I mean. I usually don't lead online races. Racing is not where I usually do great in these games. I do like how in the Supercross you actually have to think about your braking a little bit more and brake earlier and pay a little bit more attention to the rhythm sections you try and hit, since you can't just power through everything in this game like you maybe could in the past. I might be hopping back on the 252 stroke after this, though, because I swear for some reason the 250 I have feels faster. Yeah, we are first to sixth, dropped like a rock. That's about how it usually goes for me in online racing. If I get out in front, I usually can't hang on to it for more than a couple seconds, typically. Tried to set myself up for the corner in the air. Did not pay off. Dropping even further. Dropping it like I'm a very, very hot potato. Oh, we got bucked. And we're done. I am using dual stick. I don't know how you could play this game on single stick. I do typically try and avoid... I think Start Your Systems had a better strategy, or maybe it was Windows 151, of generally avoid the right stick unless you need to make extra corrections or turn sharper. But I don't know how anybody could play this on the single stick steering it. It seems like it would lose a lot of the game. It also does feel like as you're going, like, the downside of some jumps, sometimes you get a huge speed boost and other times your wheel just spins and you go nowhere. It seems very, very inconsistent. Like that, we hit the downside, but it bucked us. We can do an enormous jump, throw it 100 foot high across a cliff gap, land it backwards and be fine. Or we can barely tap the backside of a triple slightly wrong and go down. So it's weird with this game. Like that, there's another weird bounce with the bike there over that you might have saw where like we kind of hit the ground and bounced. I don't know how to describe it. There's still some goofy stuff that happens with the game. I don't know if we have to leave it or if we just sit here. This is what I'm not, there's no like proceed to next race. There's leave online or nothing. I don't know what the normal procedure is for this. So I guess you hit the leave online and quick play every time you want to do another race. I have no idea how that's intended to work. If anybody in the chat knows how that works, let me know, because I don't. Yeah, I think the game's definitely a lot of fun. Do we just sit here and wait? I don't know. Like, we're just chilling here. Oh, something's happening now. I wish they went back to the reflex system of you could either spectate people after it's done or sit in the compound and do flips or something. Reflex had better loading screens because the loading screen was a compound. Okay, we'll switch back to the McDonald's edition bike here. What the hell is this squad management thing? Oh, apparently I'm in his squad? Sure, I don't know what... No idea what that is. We'll run the 250 though. It carried me home across the cliff. Maybe it'll carry me home for the racing. We'll see. It definitely feels like the 250 is faster now, though. This feels a lot faster than the 450 was. And the bike's definitely a lot lighter and easier to throw around in the air. I'll do one more race and then go back to trying to launch the cliff again, since I was having way too much fun sending it off the cliff. Alright. Stop. Do the thing I want you to do. There we go. Oh, this is another, I guess, weird quirk with the game here, if we can get back into the seat surfing mode. To wait till we hit a jump. Check out the handlebars once I hit a jump over seat surfing. We have telepathic ability. On top of having air brakes and being able to turn the motorcycle into a helicopter, we also have telepathic abilities in this. So we check out the handlebars in the air. Huh? You can waggle the handlebars without touching them. How's that for a party trick? Yeah, there's a few goofy little quirks with the game, but you can... I'm having fun with it. I think it's worth it at this point. It's a good game, I would say. Like, in-air seat bounce higher. I don't know what you mean by in-air adjustment. Because at least in my head, once you're off the ground, you're kind of just along for the ride, short of literally throwing a parachute. There's not much you can do about it. Come on, gate drop. I'm gonna blow my motor up pretty soon to run another gas. Come on. Come on, gate. These gate drops are absurdly long. Like, that is just way too long to be sitting at the starting gate, in my opinion. Oh, some weird thing just happened there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ronald McDonald, carry me home. We're just surfing on top of other people in this race. So there is definitely, I guess, sort of like real racing, there's a large benefit to not getting tangled up in some of the chaos that comes with everybody trying to funnel through a tiny part of the track. But it does generally seem like the way racing goes, if you kind of maybe take it a little bit slower and just hit clean lines and avoid crashing, it seems like you'll generally end up doing a lot better. Since this game does punish crashing so heavily. know, the 250 two-stroke feels faster to me, but we're getting left in the dust this race when it was at least sort of competitive in the last one. I do wish some of these races were longer than 3 laps, but I'm not sure, at the rate the tracks wear down, I'm not sure the track will last more than 3 laps and still be raceable. These guys in here are definitely a lot better than I am if we're actually sort of hitting clean lines and getting left behind here. So I think I'm actually having a decent run of my race this time, and we're not able to keep up. Alright, come on. Ah, that was the first time I actually wrecked. Everybody in this lobby is definitely... It'd be neat if there's a skilled, like a ranked play mode or something, so you could, I don't know, get a little shield next to your name and have something that shows you're faster than everyone else. It'd be neat if there... Even if it didn't... If it just kept track of somehow there is some skill rank system. Not saying matchmaking, but just like... It'd be neat if like the fastest guy in the lobby's name turned red or something like that. I think I have I think I have the suspension on this set to soft. That might be part of the reason I was able to pluck it over the cliff so much better. I'm gonna go check out the Colorado cliff again and start doing some more big jumps, since that's what I had fun with. Yeah, and I kind of want to finish the career tonight too, since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more races to go, and yeah, it's a very long career mode. Good exhibition, quick play, free ride. Colorado. That's it, right, yeah. And I'll pop on a side-by-side so I can scoot my way on over there as fast as I possibly can. Since the stream's title is Breaking the Game, so we're gonna go attempt to do some more game-breaking stuff here. I don't like these light pods that... Oh, I got in the air and the guy turned his head in the direction I was moving. That was kind of cool. The first person in this on the side-by-sides I think is kind of neat. Yeah. The 250 two-strokes motor does sound a little weird. Takes some getting used to. I feel like the Razor's faster than this. I feel like I had the Razor up to 100 something. I know that the jump is just a long ways this way, and it's like a 5-minute drive to get there, because these free ride maps are absurdly big, but they do seem... Like, there seems to be a couple fun things. I know I found another transfer line that I already have posted in one of my videos, where you can kind of hit a bump and hit another cliff gap that's a lot smaller. But these maps do seem like they're fairly empty. Like, we're going this far and we're to hit one jump. Yep, we do gotta go fast. I think this is the right way to go here. I think these trails might all go to the same spot for all I know. I know we generally need to go this way and start heading uphill at some point and get into the back corner of the map. Yeah, they all reconvene back here. I think I want to go right. Yep, this is the way we need to be going. Oh. Oh. Keep it on the trail, keep it on the trail, keep it on the trail, keep it on the trail. Don't put it on the roof. Alright, we're good. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. I will probably be streaming for a while tonight since I don't have any other plans, since all I'm really doing this weekend is hanging around the house, doing some small things, mowing the lawn, and so on. Stay on trail. Almost back to the cliff jump. Thanks for coming, Frosty. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is the right trail. Just gotta keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep driving. Up the trail a little bit. The other thing that bothers... Oh, we just nailed that rock hard. The other thing that bothers me a little bit, not enough to really care, but other than the Yamaha side-by-side, like, every side-by-side in this game that they have is we just wrecked hard. All the side-by-sides are just, they're driven off a CVT. There's no gears. It's a belt between two pulleys. There shouldn't be gears on them, but yep, they're all 5 speeds. Yeah, I don't know why they're all 5 speeds. Yep, if you think I'm flying now, just you wait. Give me like 5 more minutes and we're really gonna actually be flying. Just have to get up this hill. Okay, I may have gone... No, it should be right up here, right? Okay, I may have actually gone past it this time. I think I came up this through the other way. Should be right around here. Yep, there we go. Alright, now we're actually about to be flying again. To break the hang glider back out for this. Alright, now we'll actually go fly. See if we can do this again. First try coming back into the map. Engage helicopter mode, and let's put it down. Ah, I didn't get distance. Alright. So, I want to find the sweet spot for this, because there is obviously a sweet spot that I discovered. We do a little whip. Yep, there we go. Okay, second try. We figured the jump out. I know what we have to do to land this. Now we can start getting more creative. I don't know if this was their intention for landing this jump, or if you actually were supposed to try and land it where I did the first time. We're like... I have no idea if their intention was for you to roll off the throttle and land at that little dirt spot down. Alright then. All you gotta do is break the physics a little bit, and you'll be just fine, apparently. So I couldn't tell, like, in the Start Your Systems video, it looked like their intention was you land at that little patch of dirt down here that we're about to pass the side of. But I was never actually able to land on that. The only way I could find that is if we, here we go. We'll launch the fakie again. Bust this out, we do our little backflip, and we get on the brakes. And it didn't work. See if we can do a double backflip to fakie off of it this time. Since what I am learning is that if you haven't noticed, like, the gas and the brake does something while you're in the air in this game. Like, if you watch my speedometer, boop. Like, you start moving. You move back and forth, or I guess in and out of your screen when you hit the gas and the brake, and this is very weird. Do the helicopter. Boom! 360 Corolla backflip thing. We're gonna get a montage of some cool tricks out here as we ride down this rock face. Yep. There we go. We'll try this again. We'll do some other, hopefully, cool tricks across this the best I can do. My recording doesn't start stuttering while I try and record as I do this. Ah, I got the rock. I think this is going to be a clickbaity title. I'm supposed to post a video and call it, like, the biggest tricks in MX vs. ATV Legends, because I think these are... Boosh! Nailed it. I don't think you can land this on the 450, though. I think this is very much a 250 only type deal. And we're inside the mountain. Going drilling for oil. Alright, we'll try it again. We'll try and get some other cool combos busted out here. Boom! Stuck the landing again. There we go. We're, what, an hour in and we're just sticking these left and right. Oh, we're stuck doing a stoppie. Why are we doing stoppies? Why are we doing stoppies? I don't think we're making this. I don't think we're gonna make it. No, we're not gonna make it. I do have a stupid idea I want to try now, though. Now that I see what that cliff face is like. I want to... Oh, nah, that's not gonna work. Try a 450 on soft. Okay, we'll see. I think I had my 450 set on soft, but the 250 is definitely I don't know if it actually is lighter in the game's physics engine for some reason, but in the air it feels like it's a lot lighter. No, we are fully soft on the 450, whereas limp as our suspension can get. And I don't think I can land it on the 450. I think it's gotta be the 250, I think. Oh, there's a tree. And we have taken our journey to the center of the Earth, apparently. Oh, I wanted to see where that went. Yeah, we'll taste the rainbow and see if can clear the rainbow, jump on the rainbow bike. Alright, we got the whip in. Flat. Yeah, I think it's the 250. As we've seen, if I can land the 250 like 7 out of 10 times by hitting this exact line, doing this exact whip, and pumping the brakes. Try one more time, but it's... Maybe I should try the 125 or the 250 4-stroke. We'll see what other bikes work with this. So it seems like the 450 definitely gets you exploded. See ya, Landon. Thanks for coming by as I try and mine for content here. So I think that I might have found another way to do this. Well, let's see. Let's try the 250 4-stroke and see if this... Let's see if this can even make it down the hill without blowing the motor up. Can this even get up to the high enough top? Yes, it can! Can whip it back and forth a few times. Yep. So the trick is to apparently use literally anything that's not the 450. And then you'll just be perfectly good. Since we're getting it, like, first try now, I guess I should have tried this before I just immediately went to going to fakie. I should have, guess we should have tried doing the whips first, because that's apparently all you need to do is you must have enough style points to be able to land that. Let's see if we land it again. Nope, not there. Okay, we'll try the 125 next, I guess. We'll go around through all the different bikes and see what the trick is. I don't even think my suspension is set soft on this one. I think it's just I think this is a maximum hardness 250 that we landed it on. And go figure, I get it first try, but literally can't do it again after that. Okay, we'll try. We know that's possible on that because I landed it on that again. We'll try the 125. Alright, here we go. Stock starter 125. Will the pink tires carry us home? Let's find out. I think the motor bogged down. I'm not even convinced it's the whips. Oh, do I have this upgraded all the way so I can actually... Full that. The only reason I think it's the whips is I can literally watch the bike slow down when I hit the brakes in the air. Okay, everything's upgraded. Right? Fast shifting. Do we need a flexible chassis, maybe? Is that part of it? Is that part of the equation here? Let's find out. I don't know if the 125 can even go fast enough to clear the jump. I don't think the 125 can clear it. It's screaming its little heart out, but it's not fast enough. Maybe if I just do the air wheelie like we're playing Grand Theft Auto, I can fly over. Yeah, I don't think the 125 is gonna make it. We'll pop back over to our trusty 250s. Apparently, maybe the trick is it just has to have 250 in the name of the bike. Since if I just launch this straight up without a whip, I almost guarantee you we're gonna crash. Nope, never mind. It's not the whips. Just use a 250, I guess, is the trick. You can just straight air it, I guess. Why did I had so much trouble with this the first time? And that's the trick, is to just hit the landing spot over here. I think the trick is where Kellen was trying to land it. Will kill you. But they just softened up the ground over here to the right. You shank it this way. you're fine, apparently. How many body burials can I do in one jump? Let's find out. That's a lazy boy. Another lazy boy. That's an even lazier boy. And yep, there we go. Again. What is your secrets, Mountain Man? Just the 252 stroke something in the coding says crashing with the 450 landing flat, and I'm surviving the same jumps in the 250. Yeah, like that's... There's something weird with the code where, like, if I hold the throttle down, like, the bike continues floating. So if I just sit here and mat the throttle and we hold it, it's like we have a parachute almost. But if I hit this and I hit the brakes in the air once I leave the jump, we'll do the same thing, same line to leave the jump and slam on the brakes. Okay, we're in the air, I hit the brakes, and now we just fall like a rock and we're not even making the jump. But we're still landing it somehow. I guess I just ride this down the face of the mountain now? Yep, there we go. Well, we'll see if we can find some other free wall clip, wall rides. See what other kind of fun stuff we can find as we try and make a slopestyle run down the mountain here. Splat. So let's try the 4-stroke again. Yeah, on the 450, the 450 seems to punish you a lot more for crashing. I don't know why. The 252 stroke just feels more... We'll try the Yamaha one. Is it the specific 250 I'm using, or is it just any 250? Let's find out. Right, here we go. Same jump. Shake it the same way. Style points. Splat. Okay, we'll do the same thing I did before. We'll just roll down this full throttle, and we'll air wheelie the whole thing. Splat. So it's any 250, I've done it. Okay. If I engage helicopter mode. No. Yeah, so apparently the whole trick of this is literally just to use the 250. This is not as big of a deal as when I first landed it, I thought it was a huge deal, but it's apparently extremely easy to stomp that on a regular basis. Oh, stop me down the hill. Go 93 off the takeoff. Nah, we're gonna launch it sideways, bounce off the side of the mountain, and watch me land this. So I've gone way more than 93 off this takeoff, and I've launched it way further before. And it's been okay. As long as I don't, like, literally crash into a wall. It seems to be more of using a 250 and then hitting this one... land on the road slightly to the right of where I'm coming down right now, and you'll be fine, it seems. So if I try the 250 4-stroke Yamaha. Let's try this again. Let's try the 250 4-stroke this time. Not enough Dugga to clear it. Alright. We're exploding. To land consistently, it's like 93. I will try that. We'll go back to our trusted 250 that we know can do this on a regular basis. Okay, that was about 93. Splat. So now I will launch it at full throttle, and we'll see what happens. Now if I launch it at 110, and do a bunch of backflips, and hit it in the road. We do a bunch of... turn the helicopter on. Boom! Full throttle. All you need to do is turn the bike into a helicopter. That's the trick. I'm telling you, you just gotta helicopter it. You never tried helicoptering before? It seems like you just gotta spin it around a lot and then pump the brakes right before you land. Telling you, it's nothing about the speed. It's all about... There's a weird thing the in-air physics do where if you whip the bike around enough and then pump the brakes as you're coming into land, like I just did there. That's all you need to do. You gotta full throttle it as hard as you possibly can into the jump. Make sure you land on that specific dirt road over here. Do a bunch of tricks, and then once you apparently appease the style points gods enough, they'll let you land the jump. We have planted our bike into the stone. Alright, let's go again. I'm trying to understand how what the mechanics behind this are, because I've got some ideas for a cool video to try soon. So it seems like you definitely want to hold the throttle down to jump as far as you possibly can and go very deep into the road here. And do as many backflips as possible. You know, as many backflips as possible, pump the brakes at the last possible second, and then you'll be just fine. Hello, Harley. I knew. Alright, we'll try and do a body varial combo here if we can. We'll probably do a couple body varials when I'm quick about it. We'll try and do a double flip, double body varial, 360, and stomp it out. The body varial just kills the flip. Maybe that's not gonna work. Oh, nope, 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 nope. We got it again. Can I abuse this same system of shenanigans to ride down the cliff face? Now is what I'm wondering. Yes, you can abuse the same glitch in the physics to do really big lines like that. I am learning now. We can use this to our advantage to do some things, because there is definitely some quirks with the physics. It's very specific to the 252 stroke, it feels. There are some quirks you can abuse. Well, I want to try and find like a couple big cliffs in a row we can jump off of and survive. If I can just keep landing stuff like this, I am... Yeah, there is clearly a glitch with this. The next video is going to have some much bigger lines in it now that I'm learning this. Okay. Straight air, pump the brake, land back tire. Okay. Yeah, landing on the back tire is something that I feel like has been around since the early days of Reflex, or MX versus ATV. Favorite videos? My Reflex map videos. Yeah, those were popular back in the day. Channel is kind of dead at this point. We'll do a knack-knack with a bunch of other flips, and boom, again. This is just the most broken thing that they've ever had for freestyle in this. I'm gonna have to go back and spend a bunch of time cutting the stream up for landing all these stupid things. I want to hit a stupid jump over this and continue up and see if there's like a clip or something on the other side. If they make this, they can make this into a freestyle line that feeds into stuff, that'd be really cool. The hard part, it seems to be, you really gotta float the jump on out there and ride it as long as you possibly can. You gotta hit it very straight, very fast, go very deep on it, and do a bunch of flips, and that's how you land it. Not even kidding. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. Just boom! There we go, do a bunch of flips. As long as you get at least 3 backflips in, you'll be good. Alright, is there another clip over here? I wanna find some more stuff we can try breaking. I want to see how this theory holds up on other jumps. So it feels like you just gotta hold the throttle down, ride at full throttle, and right before you get to the ground, pump the brakes. And it seems like there's a fine line where if you don't go big enough, it doesn't start to get wonky. If you go too small, it seems like you just crash, but once you hit there's like an inflection point where once you hit a big enough line, you can do that and just descend the cliff. What's my tune? Everything all the way to the right. All the way to the right. Apparently my suspension is as stiff as it can get, which is, I thought it was soft, but apparently you want stiff suspension for launching 300-foot cliffs to flat. So, yeah, just everything all the way to the right, and then have a good eye for when you need to start manipulating the bike around to do what you want it to do, I guess. My tune had approximately zero thought put into it. My brain went to paying attention to some, like, weird quirks that physics in the game seem to have that seems to generally persist in literally every other MX versus ATV game, so I don't know why they're there. They just seem to be there and ready for me to abuse. See? It's just a little stupid trick. And then we can found nothing to cliff dive. Now we can scoot our way back and fall. I'm gonna have to make a new video that's just nothing but doing some really big lines off this jump now. Watch, we're gonna land it. Boom! Called it. I have learned. Now do the gap and land seat standing. Oh boy. I'll do you one better. We're gonna launch seat standing. We'll see if we can land it. I'm feeling the flotation. Are you feeling the flotation? Because I can feel it floating a lot doing that. Okay, super can, not so good. Seat standing. No, I need my hand on the... There we go. Okay. I can feel that the bike's, like, floating more and falling. Yep, there we go. I actually hit the landing that time. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can definitely feel it playing the game, where if we're seat surfing, the bike just, like, falls slower if I'm standing on it. So, yeah, it's doable. We're taking this to whole new levels of stupid now. If anybody else's idea is to try... Because, like, it just floats. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like it literally put it... The guy's arms just turn into wings, and we're doing barrel rolls in a fucking paramotor. Okay, we hit the... Alright, let's go. Let's try that. I want to get another one of those seat surfing, whatever you... this. Just gonna hold it, and here we go. Boom. Got it clean. Alright, I want to try to find some other big lines. Oh! Do you see what I see? I see a suspicious-looking snowbank. Oh, okay, now from this side it doesn't look like a jump now. It doesn't look like a jump from here, but we're still gonna send it. Let's apply what we've learned at the cliff. No idea what we're landing on, but we landed it because we applied what we learned. And there's another one of the maybe biggest lines, an hour and 20 minutes in. I'm gonna have to start making notes of when I'm landing on stuff like this for future reference to myself. Okay, so I've got to open a notepad file when I start hitting stuff like that, because we are discovering some great combo. I think I've got a combo line we're going to try and hit now. So we'll throw this around. Okay, we're going to flame the bike around, cut around to the left, hit the combo line, and see if we can do 2 cliff dives at once. I'm learning. Live streaming my learning process, because this is how I'm going to make my next video. There we go, got it clean, and now we're going cliff diving further than I wanted to. Donut hasn't posted in 3 years, let it go. Yeah, Rob, the reason I haven't been doing a ton of whips is that's what I was... When I first found this jump, I thought the trick was to do crazy whips like that, but I have since learned the trick is something else. And it seems like I can just launch whatever I want and ride away from it at this point. I've done some learning, and as long as I don't literally launch into a wall, I think I can hit some pretty big lines now. So here we go again. Let's apply what we've learned, get the whips in, and then didn't quite get The hard part is I can't see where we're going, so I don't know how to line up for the ground that's down there, unless I do it in the drone camera, maybe. But now I just can't. It's hard to see anything now. So now I can't tell which way I need to go. Because the rider, like, falls away from the camera, so it's hard to tell. Try again here. I want to get this line in. If I can discover this line as possible, my next freestyle video is going to be so much cooler. Splat. Alright. Trying again. I know what we need to do. I know the trick. Max preload, max flotation, maximum whip. Stomp it, stomp it. Oh, 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 we hit the cliff face. I don't know what that word means in the chat. I'm just not gonna say it, because I don't know if that's a racial slur for something I'm not familiar with. So I'm just gonna not say that. There we go. Double 360. Wow. I land that jump and just get wrecked on flat ground. That's great. Jeez. Alright, let's try it again. Pump the air brakes, and not quite enough distance. Harley is back. No, it's a term for whip. Okay, I wasn't familiar with that. I thought that was a racial slur. Not a hate crime. I didn't say it was a hate crime. I just wasn't familiar with the word, and I know Twitch chat sometimes troll people, granted we're not on Twitch, but, you know. Okay, there we go. Put that down. Get an ATV, sit still, hold right stick back, tap left stick up. Works on moving on the bike, so you can do it. Sit still, hold the right stick back, then tap left stick up. What? Oh, I think I see what you're saying now. Oh, I see the suspension's bouncing. I see. I think I see what you're saying. Alright, let's go run the cliff dive. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Okay, so I might have hit that too fast. Alright, so we're gonna hit this, big whips, do a body flip, do some other tricks, double trick it, triple trick it, whatever you gotta do. Appease the stunt gods. You gotta get enough tricks in to get your clearance to land. We'll get that. Cut that to the right. Alright, let's try this again here. I think I need to shank this a little bit harder to the right. I also don't think we didn't do a knack-knack last time. I think that's what got us. Yep, the lack of a knack-knack last time is what got us. And down we go. Success. Make a note of that time again for myself. What was that, hour 25 in? Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can replicate that one more time, because I'm trying to learn on the second jump. I wish there was a map. So what I want to do is practice the second jump in this series, but I don't want to have to spend half an hour riding. There we go. All you need to do is land fakey, and you'll be fine. Because what I want to do is practice on the jump over here, but I don't want to have to ride for half an hour to put my marker back at the top of the first jump. So what I'm trying to do is piece together a freestyle line through here for another video I want to do. So we gotta get a trick in and some spins in to appease the style point gods. There we go, we've appeased the style gods. There we go. Hour 26 in. 1:26:25. There we go. So we're learning to appease the freestyle gods now. The track's the best part about this game. The racing tracks, I would say, are very good. What I'm doing right now is free riding on the Colorado map, so I think we can Well, I want to make another freestyle video since I did one at the farm, and I'm trying to find stuff in the Colorado map that might be bigger. So, it's taking some doing to learn the quirks of the game and hoping that they don't patch this before I get done making a video on it. Since this, I found some very broken things about this game, as we're hopefully about to see. The racing, I think, is really good. The national tracks are good. I would say it's worth it. But we're about to see we're gonna have to do a knack-knack, appease the freestyle gods. There we go. You just need to get enough style points and the game gives you permission to land it. That's the only thing that's going on here. Alright, so we know we just slow down, shake this a little to the right. Get our tricks in to appease the freestyle gods. Ah, we didn't do enough stunts that time, they didn't like it. Favorite brand bike? I honestly don't really care about brands too much. They're all functionally, they're all the same. Unlike, what I've learned is, dirt bikes are all more or less probably going to be fine. Snowmobiles, all kind of suck and all have their little problems where everything's a bad year snowmobile, it seems. Dirt bikes generally seem to be fine for the most part, so I don't... To me, the best bike is whatever's in your price range and first sale near you. Oh boy! Double backflip to cliffside. The cliff slide. Ah, we almost got a cool thing there. This is going to be a really ridiculous montage. Why not a 150? I know nothing about 150s. Okay. Have we appeased the freestyle gods with our jump? We have not. So ignore that rut there. We want to go full chooch off this side. Big helicopter. The trick is to do the rock solid so you maximize your surface area, and that's how you slow down. Let's try that again. If I can remember how to do the rock. I don't even know which trick is the rock. Oh, okay, that's the rock solid. Oh boy. Check check out the handlebars on this. This is good. No, it's this way for the rock solid. Check out those handlebars. Oh boy. We are, we have engaged our telepathic abilities. And our telepathic abilities is how I am landing all of this. Pay no attention to anything else, it is all the telepathic handlebars. It's the telepathic handlebars, just gotta watch the water behind us. See, I didn't land that, so I didn't do a flip there, so I didn't land it. That's the problem. We need to do a rock solid, like double flip, and we can't do flips while doing rock solids, so that's the problem. See, if we do a backflip, now we're fine. The entire issue was I didn't do a backflip. Yeah, it may sound like I'm being sarcastic, but as far as I can tell, the serious issue is I didn't do a backflip, and because of that, I didn't land the jump. That's the only variable I've been able to find. Use a 250 and get inverted. See? We're good. You can clear this with every... I've tried it. I've tried literally every bike, and the only thing I can land it on is a 250. The 125 doesn't clear it, and the 450s... I can clear it on the 450, but I cannot... It will not land on the 450. Here's the 450. I need a 450. Our Skittles power will not carry us over the gap. We're over this earlier and I've tried it. I'll do literally the exact same thing on the 450 like 5 times and it just won't work. Splat. And ready, we're gonna splat again this time, I bet. It's something about everything that's not a 250. I'll keep trying it, but you don't believe me, but in the testing I've done today, not happening on a 450. Try it with the hard suspension. Maybe, but I moved the suspension setup around on the 250 and I still landed it. Alright, let's try it with hard suspension. We will see. Science! Okay, there, we got the whips, we got the slowdown. Splat. Yeah, it's just, I'll go back to the 250 4-stroke after this, but it seems to, the bike name needs to have 250 in it, and you need to get inverted. So now if I go back to a 250 4-stroke, I bet you I land this within 2 tries. Where's it at? 250 F 4-stroke. It's not even the 2-stroke 250, it's having the characters 2, 5, and 0 in the name of the bike. Make sure we can actually clear it this time, though, since I didn't jump that far enough. To give it maximum chance of sticking, I will do as many backflips as we can. Okay, we didn't get far enough that time. To double backflip. Yep, there we go. You have to have the 3 characters in the bike's name and do backflips. The 252 stroke is definitely easier to clear it though. Ooh, that was bad angle. Alright. Let's try and stick it again this time. So I know I need to do a flip, do some tricks, bump the brakes, and hit the dirt. The important part's not hitting the wall. If I hit the wall, it's game over. Oh, this one's looking good. Yep, there we go. And we'll see if we can smoothly ride that off into jump over here. Ah, I didn't get the distance I needed off that. Oh, we got a bad bounce off of that this time. Yeah, we need to keep the bike, like, it needs to land facing straight. I know, we're gonna try and do a backflip, and then just do a flat spin 360, which didn't really work. I want to do a backflip and then a flat spin 360 like it's, well, like it's a video game, obviously. Okay, that's not working. We need more spins to map the throttle and do as many tricks as we can to appease the freestyle god with this one. I hit the brakes too soon. I'm gonna pull the parachute at the last possible second. Trying to do this as consistently as I can. Engage the helicopter, shut the helicopter off, and we're good. Apparently we're riding down the mountain face now. Try and get down if we can. Yep, there we go. We have done it again. Okay. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to, like, quarter pipe it that wall. Or stop being down the hill now for reasons I don't fully understand. Okay, so I hit the brakes too soon, but we have helicopter mode on. So that's the trick, is just the helicopter mode. Alright, try this again. We know we gotta shank this off to the right a little bit. Alley-oop, knack-knack to Brit. Oh, we didn't get it. Okay. see if we can do a quadruple backflip. So remember the quadruple backflip was a really big deal in Reflex. We'll see how big of a deal it is in this game. A triple might be a big deal in this with how they slowed the backflips down a lot. I haven't had any major bugs on PC other than like physics glitches as we're now seeing. I wouldn't say I've had any bugs on PC. I think that seems to have been contained to the consoles for the most part. So if we get at least 3 inversions or 3 spins out of it, it seems that we can land anything. If we do a Superman triple backflip, the game is even happier because we stuck the landing on that time. So yeah, I don't know. The sound sounds like knocking. Yep. I mean, with how much we're over-revving the motor, I can't imagine this is a happy motor. Okay, that was too much speed. Alright. We'll go again. We'll see, I haven't landed any. We'll see if we can do like a double flip to fakie. Maybe a single flip to fake is all we're gonna get. Why does the oil look like milk? Maybe it's I'm throwing the bike off the cliff constantly. Okay, so we need more distance than that. See if we can do some other sort of a triple flip. Ninja knack backflip to 720. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I do want to try one other thing though. If we bounce it up high enough, I want to see if I can like whip back around and land on the hill. Like if we do this, I want to see if I can literally flip the bike around and just land on the downside of that cliff face. Front flips do not send you further. You kind of have to hit the brake unless I can front flip while I'm on the gas, which I apparently can. When you hit the brake, you slow down in the air, and doing that kills your distance. But I can apparently front flip on the gas, and it feels like I'm going. I don't know if it's going further, but it feels like I'm falling slower. It feels like I'm falling slower, and I'm going in the direction. Like if I front flip slightly crooked, it feels like I can push it sideways and go in that direction. Can I land a front flip combo? Okay, it's not, the glitch isn't that extreme. We can only abuse it to land some stuff we shouldn't. Triple heel clicker to sideways. No, we can't land sideways, obviously. We at least have to have the bike pointing straight in the direction we're going. Oh, I hit the brakes way too soon. We're done. We're done. We're done. Use that. Can you use individual front and rear brakes in this? I thought you only got one brake. I didn't. If you can split the brake between front and rear, that is news to me. I did not know that was a thing in this game. Aha! Alright, let's apply what we've learned. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to stick the landing on that. Oh, that would be cool if I could stick the landing. Alright, we'll try it from halfway down the hill. Oh boy. Yeah, no, there's one trigger on... X is doing nothing. I think X is reverse, it's not the rear brake. So if I push X, I'll go in reverse. It goes in reverse when I'm stopped, but it's definitely not a rear brake. At least not on this. try and apply what we've learned to get a consistent run. We'll try and run top to bottom down the mountain. Be conservative. We'll only do a triple backflip because we'll be conservative. A nice conservative triple flip across the gap. And then we'll cut over this way. Remember to back off on the throttle a little bit and front flip this one, I guess. Catch the bounce, ride it down the cliff face. Oh, we almost had it. So close. Is it A or try B? B resets. Maybe it's A? If I hit A, something happens. Yeah, that doesn't seem to kill the momentum, but it definitely makes weird things happen, I'd say. So the rider definitely didn't look right coming off of that. Right, with a nice conservative triple back flip over the gap. Oh, you didn't get the dirt. Well, I'll try doing a front flip using A this time. Oh, that worked. Oh, no, I didn't want to go down the cliff yet. I didn't want to go down here. I didn't want to go down here. We're going down here, apparently. Just pay no attention. Riding down the mountain, and we're dead. Yeah, the problem with that is I don't know how to... It's like a weird thing, so I still have to hit the brakes at some point. It's a weird thing to try and reach over on the controller and do. We'll try and send a double front flip for you, though. Okay, there, I'm pushing A for you, and I don't know if we're gonna get the double around. It's like you need to hit the actual brakes to get the rotation around for it. Or I guess we'll mat the throttle and just lean forward, and then we get the double front. I want it. Oh, I got another idea now. I know there's that flat cliff face over there. See if we can hit an even bigger line. Screw the gap, we're going to the left. Spin me left, spin me left, spin me left. I don't know who Don Bronco is. Who's Don Bronco? Am I supposed to know who that is? Yes, I don't. Oh, yeah, see? Carry me home, oh. We'll try and bounce off the cliff and ride that out. Oh yeah, I was going right. Carry me right, carry me right, carry me right. Anyway, who's Don Bronco? Oh, his music's in the... I thought you meant there was like a famous guy that they characterized in the game or something. So I want to see if we can air that out so far that we can just land, we can abuse this trick and land something goofy like way over here. 3, can we get a 4th? Can we get the 4th? Maybe. Want to see if we can do it. Oh. Okay, we'll try one more time, then I'll go back to career mode. So I get one more, land one more big line, and we'll go back to career mode. Alright. Backflip to fakie to back to forwards, and we're good. Alright. Let's line up for the next jump in this little freestyle series. The hard part about this one is getting enough tricks in to appease the freestyle god so you can land it, and then actually landing it. Okay, if I cut it really hard to the right, we'll find out. That's what I was kind of curious about. So I'm wondering if I can come in hard that way, and do this. See if I can get some extra spins in, and then somehow stomp that. Because there's a downslope right in front of where the bike landed there. I do see a slope there, And if we can hit that, that would easily be the biggest jump I've ever seen ever get landed in any MX vs. ATV game. We just have to put the helicopter mode on and get as much spinning in as we can to the whole trick to landing this, as far as I can tell for huge jumps, is you gotta get as many spins in as you can and then do the landing glitch. Even further to the right. Okay, we'll try. We'll see if I can come in over this. Can I, like, gap that cliff wall? Come into it this way? Maybe? We'll see. Maybe that's another way to hit this. We hip jump in. Oh, I think I see a line now. I think there's a downslope there we might be able to hook. Like, hip jump into the cliff, come down here, then shank it really hard this way. I think I see a downslope there we might be able to snag. Maybe we gotta do more tricks. The freestyle gods aren't happy enough. We have to do tricks into this too. The ninja knack in. Alright, here we go. Oh, I caught an invisible wall. Alright, this might be... I think this is the way in, though. We gotta trick into it, hip jump, and then actually ride out the thing, since I cut over too soon. Okay, what am I doing wrong, though? I got it the first time I made it over, now I can't make it over again. Alright, we'll cut it at the bottom this time. Going for the biggest jump that's ever been landed in MX vs. ATV. Oh! There we go! We're gonna have to write that one down too. That might be the biggest jump that's ever been landed. Since with the verticality of that cliff, considering we came from somewhere I can't even point the camera up high enough to see right now. Considering we came from way up there and landed that, that might just be the biggest trick that's ever been landed in MX vs. ATV. Alright, so let's try. I want to try and combo that line up now, since there are some ways to hit this now, apparently. Now that I know this is a good combo line and we can stick it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to repeat that. Just one-offing everything now. Okay. I think I know the trick to this. You gotta hip jump in. Actually, no, when I landed, I don't think I did the hip jump. I think I just went down to the bottom. So I think cutting in sideways, we're getting bucked off at the end of that. So if I try this again, but we cut down here, and that will work a little bit better. Okay, we need to cut hard. Probably isn't entertaining for anybody that's left watching, but I'm trying to learn this right now. As long as I'm sitting here, I may as well stream what I'm learning. Oh, there we go. Nailed it again. That might be like one of the other biggest lines ever hit. This is going to be a whole separate video clipping this stream off, and I'm hoping the YouTube video is going to be high enough quality to download and re-edit this, because these are easily, I think, the biggest lines that have ever been hit in any MX vs. ATV game and actually landed. Because I know in Reflex, you like had a kill wall it just eventually put you at, and there was just no hope. This is now blowing my mind. Screw the gap over there, this is way bigger. Just try and land as much as I can to get all the clips before they probably patch this, since it seems like something is very clearly broken with the way this handles in the air. And I'm almost gonna bet in the next update, they change the physics, none of this is gonna be possible again. Alright. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Cut hard right, and start the spins, brakes, gas. I need to, like, count the rotations and figure out what rotation I need to get on the... Oh! There we go again. I'm not... This is so broken. My little notepad file of when I land the big jumps is all just in caps. It's gone from big, bigger, massive, biggest combo, and now I have all caps, massive, broken as fuck. Every time I think I can't do something, there's more stupid stuff we can do in this game. So wait, I don't play the racing, I do stuff like this. I have more fun doing this than racing. We've engaged helicopter mode, and brake. If we made it a foot further than that, we would be okay. We just need to make it 1 foot further. Okay, where are we even? Oh, it's down somewhere. Okay, we hit that exact same line, but make it a foot further, and we're gonna be okay. Okay, I didn't shank it hard enough to the right. Imagine that, yeah, if they put this in one of the trail races or something, that would be kind of nutty. Surprised I don't have a trail race running across that, but it does. If you need to do this many tricks to do it, yeah. Thank you for the awesome glitch. Yeah, I told you it's not about the bike you use or where you land. It's taking a lot of tinkering with this, and like, I guess I'm kind of learning as I go. But there's a very nice way you can pickle the controller to trick the game into letting you land things that are way too big. So if anybody happens to be watching that hasn't been in the stream for the last hour, you see me crashing a lot. I'm trying to learn how the physics work in the game. Because we rewind the video like at 152.40, 151.20. We've landed some really big lines. I'm trying to repeat them. The issue is I can't cut over hard enough to the side to get the line I want to get. It's a Jedi mind trick, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. Take the hip jump in, I can cut harder to the side, but I don't get the pop-up, and I think I need to get the distance. I just get shot off to the side. But, hey, we can still land it. Somehow we can still stomp them. I don't know. Alright, we'll go down the hill further and see if I can find anything like Daisy. I don't think there's gonna be anything to chain us off to, but I'll see if I can find extra lines. So it looks like that's supposed to be another jump, but it's just boop, rock face. Alright, we'll try our Jedi mind trick again, since it seemed to work last time for us. Okay, we got exploded off to take off. Yeah, this is making the original cliff gap of like nothing now, because we're falling so much further and getting so much more hang time doing this. Ah, bounced off a tree that time. I think I came off that. I tried to shove both sticks to the right to cut over as hard as I could, and it just like went off the tip of the jump completely sideways. Like, I can feel when I get the glitch just right, and I can sort of tell when it's gonna land before it happens. I just gotta get everything just right. Alright, here we go again. we'll try just straight backflipping the way we want to go. If we backflip in the direction I want to travel, we will move in that direction. For a second there, we made touchdown on the quadruple backflip. Yeah, it does sound like this motor's about to blow. So if I just backflip in this direction, because I want to go this way. If that wall wasn't there, I would have had it. Now I want to hit the quad flip. So I remember the quadruple flip was a really big deal in Reflex. Okay, since I see a new name, S13 Torque. For your reference, this is doable. Here, I'll see if I can just stomp out another triple flip casual. Yep, there you go. For your reference, if it looks like I'm just diving off a cliff aimlessly, this is all very, very doable. if you were doubting what I'm doing here, it's doable. Every time I see a new name, I'll go do something I know I can land. Because I've learned enough to be able to clear this jump pretty consistently. If I can get the takeoff right, that is. We've moved past that, we're on to bigger and better things now. Okay, so I need to go really hard to the right, because that's not even close to far enough. It's like you have to hit the engine at just the right RPM when you hit the ground. It's like, I can't remember if the last time I landed that heading over, I think I did this. Yeah, I think I had to do that to get over far enough to the side. So it looks like there is a downslope, right? That's all a downslope to hit. Just have to do a trick over the hip jump in. If I back off far enough, I can, like, do a shitty over that, and then cut back down. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, land right where I did there. I think that's the line we need. I think I need to do that, and then just do straight backflips, and we'll get it. Game-breaking stream for nobody that's watching. But yeah, if we got that with more speed, we might have made... I think we might be able to land that, I think. So glad you didn't buy it. The racing in this game is actually really good. I'm just in... This is obviously not racing. There's a weird glitchy spot in this game where you can make the bike fly that's... I don't know how to describe why, but sometimes it works. Like, I see a new name, so we'll casually hook a triple flip over the gap here again. I think I can land a triple flip on command now. Yep. Well, other than getting bucked, but we can almost do triple flips on command over the gap. This one, I think, is looking good if I don't hit that tree. Ah, I hit the tree. But I'm going to go back to Supercross race in a minute, since I think I've gotten enough stupid lines off this for a video or 5, but yeah, I'm having a really good time with the game. I think they have a really good game on their hands, and I'm honestly fine with it. I think they've done good with it. Last time we're trying a jump here. Big ol' whip. And yep, there we go. Big ol' whip to a 720 down the cliffside. Can we land this? I think we're gonna ride out of this and be just fine. We got wrecked at the bottom, but yeah, there we go. Put the star on the Christmas tree with that one. Yeah. Alright, this is the very last time. I'm shanking it off to the right as hard as I can. I got preload on it this time. So I think the trick that I was missing before is I wasn't always getting the preload I think I needed. Because there's the downslope. Anyway, we'll go try and finish the career off now that we've done enough silly things. I have to go back to the farm to get to career though. take a bit of a water break there since I'm getting thirsty. Alright, career, that. I think we've had enough fun with the gap for now. I've landed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 massive jumps since I started keeping track of timestamps when we did stupid things. I honestly think Draguna Films, I think this is better than Reflex. Well, once they add some more like freestyle maps and stuff to the game to appease me, since we obviously just saw what I enjoy doing, I think this game's honestly better than Reflex. I think the tracks are a lot better than Reflex was, and I think the racing's a lot better than Reflex was. It's very different, it takes a lot of getting used to, but the game, I'm playing on low settings right now because I have a very tired GTX 970 that'll hopefully be replaced sometime next week. It looks better than Reflex. I think the tracks ride better. For arcadey stuff, the Reflex Supercross tracks were definitely a lot more fun because you could just mash the throttle wide open through huge rhythm sections, and all you had to do with Reflex was mash the throttle and whip glitch literally every jump on the track, and you would be just fine. And this, you actually have to, like, the corners are rough, the bumps are rough, it's kind of hard to hook yourself in the rut. You actually have to hit the rhythms. If you just full throttle and cut the corners off, you won't have the speed to make it. If you go down in the rhythm section, you won't have speed. I think this game's a much better game than Reflex, and it seems like they're actually listening to the community as they make updates to it at this point. So I think in time this is only going to get better. God, all these jumps feel so tiny now. And the whoops in this are actually a challenge too. You can't just blitz through them. If you're not careful, like we just saw, you go down in the whoops. I think, overall, I think the gameplay here is better. The inner physics take a lot of work. They're not work. They take time to get used to it. You can't fling whips over absolutely everything like you could in Reflex. You can obviously still do whips, as we just saw at the cliff, and I have a couple of videos on that. It's doable. It just takes a lot more effort, and you have to put more time in to get better, and there's a much higher skill ceiling. We're going to try and finish off the career mode and see what it unlocks at the farm today. You can tell I was reading the chat. Yeah, if I go back and play Reflex now that I'm getting into this, I'm sure it'll feel more natural, and the air stuff's it'll feel better when the bikes are as light as they are in Reflex, but this is, for a game that's actually going to get support and updates with how much better it looks and how much potential I think there is in here. I think this game, if they supported mods, I think this game would be far better off. If they put modding tools out to the community, made it easy for anybody to pick up and do whatever they want with the game, I think you'd see a lot of people jumping on this, and I don't think a whole lot of people would be playing Reflex anymore if they actually supported that in this game. Yeah, Draguna Films, I guess what I'm getting at is the base tracks in this game are like up there with some of the modded tracks in Reflex, but they look better. Like the base tracks in this are, I would say, very, very good. Still haven't figured out how to scrub well in this. We have like 3 Supercross races left, and I'm finally done with the career. At least done with the career for the dirt bike, and I don't think I'm going to bother playing through it with the ATV or side by side, since the progression seems to be linked to the dirt bike. Oh wow, I really jumped the gun on that one. Yeah. if they gave people mod tools for us, I think we'd... And at this point, I would say that's the main... Other than, like, fixing the stability stuff and progression getting locked for people on consoles, if they put out modding tools for the community, I think that would draw a lot of people in, and a lot of people would start dropping other games to come here. Like, if they put out tools for making tracks, I don't think they'd ever go so far as allowing people to run, like, custom physics tunes. But if they just let everybody have their way at the game, whatever community is there, it seems like there's a whole lot of really smart and talented people that would turn it into what everybody wants, and they'd probably be selling a whole lot of copies of the game if they did that. But I don't realistically see it happening, since my guess is going to be they're going to try and cash in on as much DLC as they possibly can. And because of that, I don't think they're going to put mod tools out, but I honestly think that's what they need to do. There's actually a story. I'm reading the chat and crashing into tough blocks, but there is a whole story. So the story's kind of cringy, but they did try and put a story mode behind it. And I'll show you the career races after this. There's the career mode in this is very, 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 very long. It does get kind of, it eventually starts to get stale if you just try and do what I'm doing and grind through it, because it functionally turns into play through all the tracks on the 125, play through a slightly different version of all the same tracks on the 254 stroke, play through it again on a 450, do it again on an ATV, do it again on a side-by-side. That's what it seems like it turns into. I thought that was the checker flag, not the white flag for a second. I have learned a lot this stream. I've got lots of useful knowledge that I will be bringing to the future. It seems like the 252 stroke is slower, but a lot more forgiving if you come up short. Actually getting rhythm lines now. Yeah, I guess Draguna films. What I would say I'm noticing is in this, when you actually start hitting rhythm lines and getting stuff smoothly, it feels a lot more rewarding, since it's not easy. I'm almost done with the career mode. I guess the repetition in this is different to me, in that, like, if I'm playing Gran Turismo or Assetto Corsa or something like that, it's the same tracks, but you run it in wildly different cars that handle wildly differently and are wildly different speeds and all that. Whereas in this, like, it feels like you're doing the same thing, except, okay, now I can't clear some of the jumps. Now I'm just... I don't know, it just feels different, but it feels like the only thing that changes is, okay, now I can clear more jumps. It's not handling drastically different, I guess. Whereas in this, there's like 3 basic bikes to pick from, and like Assetto Corsa, there's probably thousands of cars you can pick from that are all wildly different. Versus 3 bikes that are kind of different, and then the ATV and the side-by-side that I don't think most people are going to use. I'd be curious if they actually had a usage statistic on the ATVs in this, to I bet it's very, very small percentage of people that ever actually use the ATVs. Yeah, the thing that confuses me with this is in the career mode, there's like a fan base or something. I'm not sure what it functionally does. Like, it would be nice if you got more, if you played on a harder difficulty, you get more credits. Because right now, if you play on the easiest thing or on the hardest difficulty, it's the same reward. And like, if I'm playing in a Supercross championship that's however, like 20-something races, it'd be neat if they actually had a point standing, so great. If I get into race number 15 and I'm in the lead by 1 billion points, can I just skip the next 5 races and win the championship? Because that, yeah, it'd be neat if they had something like that. And I think that the issue with that is going to be making an AI that's more challenging to race against, since obviously I've been not doing so hot in this race, and I just went back into first place after half paying attention while I drive and not, yeah. If the AI progressively got more difficult or something, that'd be kind of cool. Because as it sits right now, they just can't. I guess that this would be a very, very hard game to get computers to be good at, since there's so many variables going on, and I don't even want to think about how they program it, because it seems like they're just generally too easy to beat. We've got to be getting close to the end of the season. I think you only had a couple left. Okay, Las Vegas. This is the last Supercross race, and then we have one more race, and then we're done with career, and we can see what we unlock. Couldn't get the whole shot, unfortunately. Couldn't Barsha him either. I think we'll get him in this corner, though. Yeah, but I would say finding the line in this game, I would say, is much more difficult than it has been in other games. Like, you actually have to hit stuff at just the right speed and use just the right amount of preload. And if you want to get clean laps where you actually nail all the rhythm lanes, I would say it's very, very, very difficult to do that in this game. The racing is not easy. But the AI just aren't. Like, a bad player online is still a lot better than computers are. See, unlike Reflex, you see where we come into that corner way too fast, you just go off the track. You can't launch yourself into a corner and work your way out of it. You kind of gotta slow down and set yourself up a couple of jumps before you get there. Yeah, the AI in this, I guess, was bad enough to the point where I'm, like, just bouncing my way through everything and still beating them by a lot. Still winning by 4 seconds, we're just bouncing through the track, not even hitting a rhythm line. Almost done. Last lap of the Supercross career. There's only one race left after this. And finally done with the career mode. I just want to see if I unlock better ramps at the farm. Track is very buggy on. Yeah, from what I've heard, the console versions of this game seem like they're not running great. Which, to me, makes me laugh and giggle inside that the console versions are full of bugs, because every other time they've launched a game, it's been the PC version that gets shat on, and the PC version gets all the bugs. It seemed like this time they optimized for PC, and the consoles got the short end of the stick this time for a change, which is kind of funny. And we still found a way to triple out. Yeah, we got it. The whoopsins are rough. Right, a couple of corners left, and then we can move on to the last race, which is the Rawlings Farm Endurance race, so I'm expecting that to be a long one. I think the next race is going to be crazy. Achievement unlocked. Legend. Yeah, if you scroll back in the stream, there's a first-person mode, and I would say it's the best first-person camera they've ever had in the game. Yeah, it's set up here. You can look up. You can look down. Can't look sideways. You have an FOV slider, so you can zoom in. You can do your FOV. You can, I think, raise and lower the camera, maybe? Like as wide as it'll go. Now, sometimes this camera seems like it's a little glitchy, but there's first person, yeah. I would say it's the best first person they've ever had. Yeah, PC is definitely more popular now since the last game.
Well, if it isn't my friend the Supercross champion! You did it! You actually did it! You went out and proved that you have the skills to pay the bills! I've never seen Rollins smile as much as he did when you crossed that finish line. Oh, Cat's been running around too. You're apparently even more popular now.
We'll, got one more race to go after this, I think.
The phone has been ringing non-stop. How does it feel being a champion? From here, you can have any sponsorship you want. The sky's the limit. Have fun this weekend at our event here on the farm. There are more people than ever coming to see you.
Didn't have any sponsor I want. There's only 2 of them.
You did it, kid! Simply outstanding. I knew you had it in you. This weekend is a celebration of your success. Go out there and show everyone why you're the greatest motocross rider there is right now.
Alright, we'll go on to the next race. I want to try and fix this camera, though, because it's not where I want it to be right now. I want the widest FOV possible. Can I raise the... Something's very wrong with this camera right now. Now, it feels like sometimes this camera glitches out and does things it maybe shouldn't. I don't know why it's doing this, but... I feel like this camera should not be this low right now, but whatever. Alright, you ready? You want to see how long the career is? It's a long career. And there's the start. So yeah, there's a lot of races in career mode. Just the point I'm getting at. All right, last race of the season. Or last race in career mode. Oh, pushed it a little wide. I do notice the computers seem like they're faster on this track than anything else in the game. I'm curious if we're actually just going to run the mesh. Okay, looks like we're not running the nope, we are running trails this time. This is a very steep hill. Wonder if it's going to be the same trails as the other race was. So far, it's looking like we're running the same trail. There's a log there. Bunch of people coming up the hill there. Under the log jump. Ah! Yeah, this trail stuff, if they had more races that were all tight and stuff like this, I think it'd be a lot of fun, but they don't really have any of it. This is the only race in the game that actually does stuff that tight and that technical. Oh wow, really cuts me off there after everything else. We'll hit the jump down the hill this time. It's fun. I think it's been a good game. I have enjoyed my time playing it. Enduro Cross DLC, yeah, that's what I think. The base game's really good. And I'm excited to see what they do with the DLC because it seems like they could take it all kinds of ways. They could do Enduro Cross, Supermoto, Freestyle, Nationals, whatever it is. It seems like there's a lot of potential for this game to be good at everything. There is trail riding mode, but there's not really, other than the obstacles we're about to see as I come in for the next lap, there's not really... You're not like hopping over logs, tires, and rocks on normal races. This is the only one that has obstacles on the track. In the entire game so far, this is the only one that has obstacles like that in it. This is a wall. I have never been able to jump successfully. Yeah, the first-person camera, I would say, is done much better than it's ever been done in the past. Oh, wow, it took... Oh! That's a jump. Oh, yeah, I forgot we gotta jump up the hill and then wreck ourselves on these logs. Forgot about that. Oh! Oh. Last race of the career. We're almost done. 1.5 laps, and then finally on career mode. We will have seen and done everything there is to do. Yeah, so I thought this was going to be something different. It was going to be special, but it seemed like this is the exact same race that happens earlier in the career mode. It's just repeating it again for fun, I guess. Since it is a really... If this was a multiplayer race, I think it'd be awesome. I don't think they have this in the multiplayer rotation, but if they're... This, I think, would be a blast to play in multiplayer. Especially with this tighter stuff, I think this would be very good racing, but it's not in multiplayer, unfortunately. I really hope they put this in the rotation. That would be really cool. I also don't feel like they punish you enough if you screw up on the logs, because if you crash on the logs here, it just resets you ahead of it. Because you really have to go kind of slow and bump your way over them one at a time. But if I crash, it just puts me in front of all of them, and I think it's faster to crash than it is to actually try and work your way through it. See, if I crash, it just puts me past all of them. I think that's faster than picking your way through one by one, which is unfortunate. I am on my Skittled Edition 450. Try and go sideways so you can see. It's just a normal stock 450 in the game that's got all the upgrades on it. But it's painted so you can taste the rainbow. Does that help you see what I'm... It's just the default bike with poopy colors. I wish they put this in the multiplayer. It's a much more fun race. It'd be so much fun to do, yeah. There's a bunch of small things. I understand they're trying to fix the bugs right now instead of focusing on features and changing things up. They're trying to make the game stable so like everybody can actually progress through career mode and not have their game crash on them. Because I know a lot of people are stuck on their career modes are glitched out and they can't even play the game right now. I've never actually been able to hit this successfully. I guess that counts. Yeah, at some point I gotta try MX bikes, but I think I've played it before and it was... I think the last time I tried MX bikes it was very apparent. I have a day job, and I do not have nearly enough time in my life to be able to sit down and get good enough at the game to actually do something meaningful with it. Like, it takes me enough time to get good at playing this. I don't have time to do MX bikes on top of that. Oh! Hello, SpongeBob. I'm not using KTM because I'm not paying for the DLC for that. Behind a paywall. I also honestly don't care about the brand too much. The only reason I bought the Yamaha and the Polaris stuff was to try and shortcut my way to having vehicles when the game first came out. Because I didn't get the game early and I wanted a 450, and the best way to do that was to buy the game and skip several, like 10 hours of career modes and just get straight to the 450. But as I found out, an upgraded 125 might be faster than a stock 450 in this, so it didn't really do me any good. This would be so much fun if I could race people that weren't computers that suck. Oh. Touchy. I don't even know what happened. I hit the log and just flipped out. I think we just gapped that log section with one bump that time. It's the only downside. The first-person camera thing's cool, but it's really hard to keep up with what's actually going on around you. But I think it makes for cool racing, especially in the trail mode. First-person's the way to play it, I would say. Oh, yeah. If the log collision boxes were round and not square. I never thought about it like that, but yeah, I think if you're talking about this game, it does kind of feel like you hit the log and you're just hitting a rectangle, because it's not. My experience hitting logs with dirt bikes and Jeeps, if I hit the log, it's generally a round thing and I can go up and not just hitting a wall. Alright, here we go. Last couple corners of the career mode. Finish line is in sight, 2 turns left, and I hit tough block in SpongeBob. And we hook the rut so hard it shoves us into the wall, so yes, you can hook ruts. Boom, we're done with career mode. Finally done. All 192 events is over. This better be worth something at the end of suffering through all career mode. I better unlock something cool.
When you and Tyler showed up on the farm that day, I had a feeling. It happened again after Miss Cooley joined our little team. I knew you'd be the one to bring us success and save the farm. I got a call from the bank today. The farm is paid off. We did it. I wanted to say thank you. But don't think that means we're done. We still have a lot more work to do if you're gonna keep your title and be a legend.
Wonder if that means they're gonna add stuff in updates to the game. What does he have to say?
Hey, what's up?
Well, I finished the career and we unlocked nothing.
Well, there are some gnarly tracks in Australia I think you should see. I'm pretty sure I could pack one of these bikes into a crate and we could be there this time next week. Hey, don't tell me your answer yet. Just think about it, okay?
Does that mean we're getting Australia DLC? Australia DLC?
I wanted to say thank you again for taking
Do I have
the
to
chance on
complete
me when
everything?
all of this started. I know I was new to all of this and didn't have a leg to stand on, but you took a chance and trusted me. We've come so far. and
It took
it's good to
that
know
many
I'm your
races to
friend.
pay off the farm. What kind of debt did that motherfucker get into? Screw mortgages, dude took out a frickin' bought the farm on a credit card. See, now I wonder if I can apply what we've learned at the cliff here. Grab the McDonald's bike. Aha! We can apply what we've learned at the cliff to launch stuff to flat here. Oh boy. Alright, I think there's a pond over here we can skip or something over here now. Yeah, there it is. So eventually when you finish the game, well, not when you finish it, but when you get close to finishing it, you rebuild the stock. And you get this little stunt ramp to nowhere. Which to me is just boring if you're not going to land it. But you do get the dock with a smooth run into the water. So you can skip the water. Sounds like you forgot to put oil in your bike. So you can skip the water and maybe do a whip up the hill there. There we go. Like, you can do whips in this, it takes time. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Monty McQuarrie. I think this game's worth it. It takes a lot of... Once you get good at, or... I'm still not bad at it, but once you put time into this, I think it's a good game. It's very different. It's very, very different. I think we can backflip to hydroplane here. That's, I think, what the point of this ramp is. You gotta, like, roll up it really slow. And then your bike turns into a jet ski. I'll go try and hit the freestyle area of the farm. It's over here, I think. That is a tree. Gets over here. Like, not having a map in this does really suck, because it takes a lot of time to learn where everything's at in this so you can actually play the damn game. I think I actually have to move over here. To hit the line I want to hit, I think we gotta hit it from over here. Oh no, here's the line. Okay, so the line ends back here by the front of the house. Where there is conveniently no gate on the impenetrable fence. I hit this fence at 1,000 miles an hour and I won't go through, and there's no gate on it, so I can't just ride through and jump to go around everything. Like, there are some bigger lines you can hit here. It just takes a lot of time, and honestly, once you get past, yeah, if you give the game more than an hour, if you once you get past the 125, which I think might have been a really big mistake on their part of putting the 125 where they did. Because if they at least gave you something to demo it, once you get past the 125 and you get an upgraded 252 stroke or an upgraded 254 stroke, the game gets so much better. Because you can actually hit jumps and like clear them and do stuff like this. Like they probably shouldn't have put it where they did, because I think a lot of people are going to hit that wall and give up before they make it through. Once you get through, I think it's a good game. It takes a lot of time to get to that point, though. I'll see if I can grab the big one I had in my other video. I don't think the 250 is fast enough to do what I'm trying to do. I might need to grab the 450 for this. So what I'm trying to do is downside it to that jump over there. But as we just learned, we can launch stuff to flat now. And after playing with that clip, all these jumps feel like tiny and not even worth hitting after we spent all the time playing with the cliff. Yeah, I'd agree with that if they just left the 125 there, but tone it down so you have like 4 races to do, move on to another bike, revisit the 125 later once you get onto the other stuff in the game. How many races for the 125? Well, we can go count them. I can't... Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... 20 races. Once you do 20 races with the 125, you get to the 250, and then the game gets a hell of a lot better. But you gotta do 20 races with the 125, which is a lot. Aha! Alley-oop it. Once you get through the 125, though, I think it's a good game that's worth playing. It's just a lot of 125 racing. I think they put so many in because people complained about careers being too short in the past. I guess we just wanted to ghost ride the bike off of that one. I don't know if we're gonna get a triple flip, but I'll try. Nope, just a double. These jumps feel tiny now. Just like everything in the game feels so... I remember when I made my first video on this, that this gap jump here felt so big, but now it's just like, I'm not checking the bike off an 800-foot cliff. This is boring. Okay, we'll have to... Wait a minute. Why did I land that? We literally just, like, lawn darted it straight into the face of the jump and it let me land it. That doesn't make sense. That 250 has magic jump landing abilities, I swear. There's something magical about that one 250 where it can just land anything. So this is what I was trying to do with it. don't know if we're gonna be able to. Ah, I missed the landing. If I launch that whip just right, we can do a pretty dirty downside on that. Nope. Alright, here we go again. Trampoline mode engaged, we're not going to be able to clear it. Yeah, like, they need to cut down on the number of 125 races in this game, there's just too many. For freestyle stuff, though, it's... If you're racing, I think the 450 is what you want. If you're hitting jumps, you definitely want to be using the 252 stroke, is what I've learned. Unless you're going for just distance like this, where you can get a very smooth landing if you nail it right. Just need to get more speed. So if you downside stuff just right, you like get a little turbo boost. We're gonna land it, yeah. Want to get that downside I had before, though. No. Like, you have to launch it off that jump and catch the grass. Or just not, and... Yeah, the 125, it gets fun. Like, it'd be fun to go back and do, like, multiplayer races on the 125 just to make everybody go... Everybody struggle a little bit to clear jumps. It'd make it interesting, but... I think there's way too many at the start of career mode. It'd be fun to go back to later if you want, like, a challenge for online, but it's just too much at the start of the career mode. Wow, now launching that, the flat just feels like nothing. Now that we've learned the tricks. See, we can apply what we've learned at the cliff to launch the 450 to flat on relatively small jumps compared to the cliff. That's like in MX versus ATV Unleashed, you just have to land on the rear tire. In this, you have to like flip the bike around in the air just the right way to tickle it, and you can launch it to flat from higher distances. The 250 seems to tolerate that better than the 450 does, though. You might land that. No. Just want to get one downside on this. Oddly enough, this jump, much smaller than the cliff, much harder to hit. Alright, we'll go back to the 250 for now, I guess. I'm gonna like one jump from the 250 and take a bit of a break and it might come back. Not sure if I'm gonna end the stream when I get back, or I'm gonna come back and play for a little bit longer and mess with the clip some more. We'll see. It's just so soft, it just soaks up the bump like nothing happened. Splat. Alright, gotta take a break. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It hasn't been 5 hours, it's been 2 hours 47 minutes. I am back. I think I'm gonna play with the clip for a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I've got some stuff to do tomorrow. I'll do one more launch here, and then I'm gonna head back to the clip, because I want to try and snag that one line. I don't know what that was over that jump, but that was kind of cool. Alright. Anyway. Career. Wait, no. Exhibition. I guess we'll ride the bike out there this time. Alright. Okay, I can't. I give up. I can't listen to the 250 all the way out there. I need something else. We'll ride out on the YZ450 this time, as and the first person camera is glitching. Why are you doing this to me this way? I swear it didn't used to be that. Whatever. We're moving now. That's the point. We're good. Eventually I'll memorize the way to get there. Once they add, I think they said they're going to add the map and waypoints later. And it's, holy crap, that's going to make this a lot more fun. If I can just teleport there and not have to ride all the way out. Splat. My settings at right now, since it feels like it's getting slow. I can turn that. Still a couple of things I can turn down to try and make my graphics card a little bit happier until the new one comes. And see, even for playing at low settings, it still does look really good, I would say, for even at the lowest settings. It'll get better in the 3060s here. Hopefully my terrain won't come out of nowhere once I get a new card. At least remember the way to get to the jump is just go this way and follow the trail and you'll eventually get there. It's just a lot of following the trail. Yeah, if you want to see what this looks like if I crank it up, the game looks really, really good at full power, which is why I'm really excited for the 3060 to get here. Since it clearly is probably gonna be dropping frames or bogging down on the stream now. Like it looks, it can look a lot better if you get something better than a 970. That said, the fact that this still will even run at all on a 970 is kind of amazing to me, just that on its own, that they managed to make a game that can run on everything. Because on the higher settings, I think it'll look really good once I get more horsepower. But this is too slow for me, so I gotta turn them back down. Once the new card gets here, I'll be playing at full settings, hopefully. I don't have a frame rate counter on right now, unfortunately, since the Steam one, like, died. But if I turn everything up on a 970, it feels like less than 30. Less than 30 is what I would say is my guesstimate. If you're not streaming or trying to record stuff that would hit the graphics card at the same time, you can probably play on medium. If you're okay with occasionally stuttering, if you want the game to always run smooth. If you have a 970, just play on those settings, it seems like it's perfectly smooth. Yeah, I was debating doing a streaming computer, but the only reason I'm not at all concerned about that is I am the Ryzen 5 3600 I'm using right now. At least playing this game and streaming this, I am not even remotely close to taxing that. If I open Task Manager, I'm at 27% CPU usage right now, so I'm not even remotely concerned about the CPU getting bogged down from streaming. The bigger issue is right now the graphics card's getting hit, so I think OBS using the graphics card to process some of it, which I apparently can't spare that horsepower right now. But the CPU should be more than enough to handle it. It's not like most of these games are multi-threaded applications anyway. At least I haven't seen too many games that actually use all of the threads on the processor. Okay, let's bust out the helicopter bike, do a couple game-breaking jumps, and then I call it stream. Once I land a couple game-breaking jumps. So I want to hit the big one I haven't been able to snag yet. See, now this makes all the other jumps feel so tiny in comparison. It's just like, why even bother hitting every other jump in the game at this point? They all just feel so insignificant now. That was a fun bounce. I know it's possible to land this. I've landed it before. Like ninja knack in, wall ride that down, and then just full throttle into the jump. Okay, not quite that aggressively, maybe. Was I hitting this? Maybe I was hitting this at a different angle before. Trying to figure out what angle I hit this from before, because now I can't seem to get the same lines I was with earlier in the stream. Oh, that's what I did. Hit there, body flip in, and then we can hopefully cut this far enough to get the distance we need and do the tricks we need to appease the freestyle gods, and then land the jump. I think we gotta get on the brakes and tap the gas to free up the wheel right before we hit the ground. I think I'm crazy, but I've landed this before. Scrub off the cliff, it's better than preload. Well, I'm trying to go for... I can try, but... Oh, I see what you were saying. Yep. If I didn't hit the tree there, I might have landed. I'll try that. I see what you're saying. Because I don't think I was getting the preload most of the time anyway. I just need to get this little bounce in just right. So if I get this in... I think I rode that too high up on the wall there. Just need to land on that dirt and then engage helicopter mode. Okay, scrubbing's a glitch right now. Okay. Oh, yeah. We're definitely bouncing further with that. We pulled the tsunami out. We didn't get the downside there, though. There's a downside. Okay, I'm gonna make sure my jump landing glitching abilities haven't been taken from me here. Okay, that one we landed crooked. Sure, we can still do this. So we'll have to do another casual triple flip. Make sure it wasn't just something that one time I loaded into the map. Hey, I don't know, I can't land it anymore. I don't know. Was it just that one special game session I had? Nope, nope, we're good. We're good. We're good now. Alright. Now we can land jumps. Let's try it again. Oh boy, that's the distance we needed. Let's get the combos in. Put her down to the dirt. Oh, that was... Thank you for the tip on the scrub. The scrubbing off that is what we need to get the extra distance to land it, I think. That's the ticket. Thank you for that tip. That's the missing piece that we need. We're gonna be able to do some great things now with this new knowledge. We're not gonna land that though, there's no way. Yeah. We're gonna scrub off the tip of this and go hard to the right. Nah, we're not gonna make that either. You've just been sitting there messing with the clip for the last couple hours, too. This is what I'm enjoying this now, is trying to figure out how to jump slightly further to get the distance to that downslope. So I was coming up like a couple inches short before. Oh, that might be a clean one. Oh, that was dirty and that was really clean. That was a good one. Alright, here we go. Spoop. Splat. Okay, there we go. We got the distance. I don't know if we're gonna have the angle, but we got the distance. And we got the angle. Oh, baby. That might be the longest jump that's ever been done now. We jumped all the... Where's that cliff at? Oh boy, that cliff's somewhere like a mile up the hill there. That's the... Oh, baby. Okay, we'll try this again. That scrub tip is definitely the last trick we needed. We can combine the knowledge of the scrub with our knowledge of the air physics and landing physics to do some... We can take this to new altitudes now. Going for distance records. Oh, that was another good one. Feels good, feels good. Oh, we missed the downslope by like an inch. We had 10 more feet of distance and hit the brakes too soon. Alright. I know this is doable, because we just got one of the biggest jumps in the game. Oh, this is looking good again. Just gonna hold the throttle down. Let's do a trick to slow ourselves down and engage the landing gear. Oh, that was a clean landing too! Oh! Oh! We got full parachute mode and we made the jump again, so this is doable. This is very doable. What the hell? We like downside that perfectly. Oh, yeah, this will make a good video if I can stitch this crap together. That little gap jump has got nothing on us now. Yeah, it's like we're riding a Nitro RC car. I do a double trick. Oh, feels good. Oh, I got the angle down to hit the downslope. I got the trick we need to do to slow ourselves down before we hit the downslope. Just gonna put it together again. We didn't get angle. We're going too far left. Feels like we're playing Grand Theft Auto 5 with the BMX bike right now. But yeah, stuff like this is definitely by far the biggest jump that's ever been able. This is by far the biggest thing that's ever been doable in any MX versus ATV game ever. Because reflex at some point, there's a hard kill box you would hit. Once you spin enough, you would get your rider would just get reflexed or bounced, and you would hit like a hard kill barrier once you fall far enough. This game doesn't give a shit, apparently. I'm trying to do this. I hope. I've got a feeling they're going to patch the physics, and then this is not going to be doable anymore, because it seems like the more we spin, we're clearly, like, slowing the bike down. There's something goofy, like the center of mass isn't in the right spots. As it flings the bike around, it bounces a little bit, and it stops it from falling quite as fast. Feels like we're playing... It feels like this is how modern snowboarding is. In like the slopestyle events, you just hop on, you just start doing spins, and you hope to God you land it. This is how snowboarders feel when they hit jumps. We'll just go straight spins. Okay, we didn't get the distance we needed that time. Oh, we hit a bounce again. Oh, I almost landed that. For a split second, I made contact with the ground and didn't explode off the bike. Okay, there we go. We got the scrub. Got the throttle, we've got the spins, all the pieces are there. Oh, I got the angle. We came up a foot short. Splat. This is just taking a whole... I don't even want to hit this jump anymore. This is just boring. This whole cliff jump thing here now just feels like it's second fiddle to everything else. This is... It doesn't feel fun anymore. This just ruined the game for me. Now it's like, oh boy, a triple backflip. So cool. We get bucked forward again. It's just boring. It's so repeatable now. Oh, there we go. We're on the rock. We're doing a board slide. We're doing grinds. And down the cliff face we go. There we go. We got a triple flip step down combo there. Jesus. Chandler 51SXX to tell me asks to tell him I love him. Well, you're here, so I guess I love you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, we know there's a combo line we can hit if we go off the front. So we know we can like triple flip combo this, or double flip body variable something. Body variable. Alright, let's try this again. I get a double front flip combo while I'm matting the front. Oh my god, we go so much further just doing front flips. And we glitched through the ground that time. So is the trick to scrub this too then? Oh my god, that is so broken. It's just like a speed boost. Alright. So I'm debating, like, we need to upload. How are we landing? Can we really? Are we about to? Oh, that would be cool if I landed that. It's like I want to upload this as a YouTube short or something, but I think we might be falling for more than 15 seconds, so I might not be able to use this as a short. Like if I shank it off to the side, I think we fall for more than 15 seconds, it feels like. Alright, well, if anybody's got any last comments, questions, concerns, I'm gonna have to end the stream off here since it's getting late and I need a break. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I have definitely learned a lot about how we can cheat the game in this, and I think we discovered some new lines, and we're gonna have a pretty epic video montage coming out of highlights from the stream. Appreciate you guys sitting there in the chat with me, James Gearsey and Silent Fox, for helping us all go on a learning experience together for what the best way to do stupid crap like this is in this game. Really appreciate that. This will be a fun video to put together of the all of the highlights from the last couple of hours of the absurd things. My only concern is that if I'm pulling the VOD off of YouTube, it might not... the quality might be a little poo-poo since YouTube's gonna compress. Oh my god! Oh my god! Was not expecting to land that. Make a note of another one. It's 3 hours and 8 minutes. Oh boy. I don't know if that... I'm gonna have to go through and, like, try the right side jump in first person. Yeah, we'll send her in first person with a triple flip. Well, I'll see if I can land one of these in first person. Oh my god, I pull the whip around and it's like, I still have a long way to fall. I'm used to doing this where I pull it around and the whip, and it's just like, okay, I'm done whipping, and there's the ground. Now it's like, okay, there's the whip, and we still have like 10 seconds of falling to do. Alright, we'll try. We'll land one of these in first person. I want to land a gap jump in first person. There we go. And now we're going down the hill at Mach 5 because I have no control over the bike. Yeah, I think we jumped down to here when we hit the big one. I didn't know I know to that one. Alright, we'll try and send it one. We'll try and do one jump off the right side, shaping it with in first person for good measure. If we don't just get motion sickness. Okay, I can't keep up with what's happening. That is, information overload for me, at least. Yeah, that is too much spin. I can't manage that. It's like, whoa, now we're adding a variable to it. I want to try one of them and just watch the bike, like turn around and watch the ground fall away from me. Like, oh hey, we came from there. And we're falling, and we're still falling. That's how big that jump is. I'll do that again for reference of how absurdly huge this jump is. Like, oh, there's the cliff we just jumped off of. You can still watch it as we fall away. Yeah, that's a large jump. Oh boy, bet you land at 50. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for everybody that stuck around this long. I am kind of out of time and out of voice. Hopefully you enjoyed learning with me since I had a blast doing this. I learned a lot about this game, and I'll hopefully have a really cool highlight montage to come out of the stream. Thanks for participating, everybody, and if you sat here watching the VOD for 3 hours, hopefully you also learned along with me. See you guys later.